Tonight, the second of a two-game series concludes between the Pensacola Ice Flyers and our Birmingham Bulls. The last regular season home game is here. Hopefully, it won't be the last home game as the playoffs are just a couple of weeks away. But as the rest of the league, save for Peoria, we must wait and play the remainder of the games. Everybody still has a chance for the playoffs. Birmingham enters tonight in 6th place, 3 points ahead of Knoxville, 4 ahead of Quad City, and 5 ahead of Macon. But all three of those teams have played fewer games than the Bulls and potentially have the power to overtake them. For Pensacola, the magic number is 3. Any combination of 3 wins or 3 Macon losses clinches a playoff spot for the Ice Flyers. Last night, the Bulls dropped only their second overtime game of the year, 3-2 to Pensacola, but managed to at least pick up what I feel is a very important point in the standings. For those of you that were here last night, for those of you that were watching, and those of you that were listening, tonight is a new night with new personnel on the ice. And I'll leave it at that. It's a new night and a new game. And a big blow, though, for the Bulls will be without C.J. Walker. He was suspended last night for an uncalled slew-footing penalty, and he will miss tonight's game. The Bulls' 4th leading scorer was levied that suspension this morning. Walker's absence will be big, but it gives players like Tyler Brasini and Kyron Gronick an opportunity to show what they're capable of in a very big situation. For Pensacola, they'll get back defenseman Samson Molan tonight to go along with the newcomers we saw last night in Andrew Kurapov and Porter Shackle. Again, both teams want and need wins. Birmingham needs a win, and after last night, I expect them to come out with nothing more than a Game 7 Stanley Cup final effort and mindset from the opening face-off until we walk out of this building. Jody Chernesky here along with Greg Dreveny again from the Pelham Civic Complex. And Greg, you've been both a player and a coach, and after last night, such an emotional setting at the end of the game, an emotional loss, what do you expect to see, and how do you expect the Bulls to get 2 points?
Well, what I hope, Jody, is I hope that, let's just call it fury. I hope that all the fury that the Bulls had pent up inside, that was inside, it was coming out. You know what I mean? You could see emotions were high when they came off the ice last night. The fans' emotions were high. I mean, it carried off. It was all over social media today about this and about that and blah, 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 blah. And you know what? I was thinking about it today. Everybody is so riled up. But whether it's a baseball game, Jody, or a hockey game, that's why you don't come out in a hockey game and you wait and try and win it in overtime. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Any game that you come out and you don't come out and give it, like you said, you give that Stanley Cup performance right from the drop of the puck. If you come out and have that intensity and that effort right from the jump, it doesn't matter about referees. It doesn't matter who you're playing. It doesn't matter where you're playing. You're never going to find yourself in a situation if everybody's pulling the rope for 60 minutes that you're in the last minute trying to pull one out, unless it is the Stanley Cup final. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, with that being said, hey, everybody should come out with a little bit of milk and vinegar tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you mean,
Well,
but I hear what you're saying.
But
how do you translate that emotion that was there last night into a positive effort tonight?
Well,
it's not easy to do, is it?
no, it's not easy to do, but if you don't, Jody, then I hate to say it, but one way or another, you got to come out tonight, because these 2 points, great job last night that we salvaged a point after being down 2-0. That was a great comeback, but in my opinion, we played half a game as well, right?
Yep. It took us a while to get going. You're right.
It did, but I think that, don't forget, there's another team in this equation, and I guarantee you with the shenanigans that they pulled off and, you know, how they won the game and everything like that everybody's so upset about, the bottom line is, you don't think Pensacola's going to come out with a vengeance as well and try and prove to everybody that, hey, guys, this wasn't an accident yesterday. You know what I mean?
You're right.
We're a better hockey team. So it's 6-1, half a dozen of another. But at the end of the day, tonight, we'll see what the Bulls are made of.
All right, we'll pause real quick for the singing of our national anthem. Last night we had a great choir from Pontotoc, Mississippi, and apparently they're listening in tonight as well. Wish you guys were here. But tonight, it looks like we're going to have our old baritone back tonight.
Okay.
As it looks like a Revolutionary Guard has came in to present our colors. And here is the national anthem.
And now, please remain standing and join Randy Mayo for the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were still gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, starting tonight, first for the visiting Pensacola Ice Flyers defensively, they'll go with Nick Aromaterio and Amodio Mastrangeli. Up front, they'll go with Jack Suki, Porter Shackle, and Ethan Price. For the Birmingham Bulls defensively, Jordan Gagnon will be paired with Cole Youngworth. Up front, Danny Waite, newcomer Tyler Brasini in his second game as a Bull, and Kip Ledzianko in goal. First, once again for Pensacola, Christian Propp. He get the win last night. He's 2-0, 1.92 goals against, and a .944 save percentage. Hayden Stewart gets the nod tonight. 9-13, 0-3 record, a 3.15 goals against, and a .905 save percentage. The referee tonight is Lucas Ortloff, different from last night. The linesmen are Brian Campbell and Brett Darling. I talked to Colton Olenek before the game. His lips are swelled shut because of 2 high sticks he took in the mouth that, strangely enough, no penalty were called on. I was also told that Colton Olenek was the angriest by far in the locker room last night, and he flat out told me this team's got something to prove tonight, meaning the Bulls. If you notice, the Birmingham Bulls came on the ice with 4 minutes showing on the clock. Pensacola came out much later.
Yep.
Does that mean anything?
Well, from what we've seen in the past, Jody, we've seen those games when they didn't come out at 4 minutes and when guys leave the ice, you know, with 8 or 9 minutes left in warm-up and how some of those games turned out.
Yeah,
so
true.
What that says to me is, you know what, maybe tonight they're ready, you know, and we'll see right here in the next few minutes because we got 20 minutes of hockey to get after here and get.
Well, we'll keep you caught up to what's going on around the league. No matter what, it's going to have something to do with the race, but the most important thing by far is what happens here tonight in the arena. As they're scraping up the ice after putting the tarps out there for the singers and the ceremonial puck drop. Is it freezing to the ice? Is
yeah,
that what
they must be dragging those carpets that could be through the Zamboni water or something. And then when they're slapping them down on the ice, they just stick, kind of like when you stick your tongue to the monkey bars when you're a kid.
And my favorite movie, what was the name of that Christmas movie? Christmas Story, where Schwartzy sticks his tongue on the pole and it freezes, and they had to call the fire department.
And what's the line about shoot you with a BB gun in the eye?
You can't,
or something
kid.
Like
You'll
that?
shoot your eye out.
That's it. Yeah.
My kids hated that movie. They said it scared them. I loved it. Okay. Danny Waite is all up in Ethan Price business as we get rid of the face-off, controlled by Pensacola. Mastrangeli will slide it over far side for Romaterio. Tipped in by Shackle. Giving chase is Price. Comes around the near side. Gagnon will chin it, send it out. Mastrangeli keeps it alive. Played in the corner. Past everyone now into center ice. Mastrangeli has it. He gives it up to Suki. He'll sit in the end. Gagnon picks it up for Birmingham. Just underway, no score. Kipledzianko tips one off the boards. They'll call no icing. Penalty by Pellinger behind the net. Picked up by Pensacola. Near side, Suki has it. Slow start. Both teams feeling each other out. Shackle gives it up for Price. He'll dump it around the boards. Played far side by Scahill. Out through center ice. Ledzianko gives it up for Sinclair. He'll tip it in. Kip comes off the ice for a change. Played near side by Price. Crimmin intercepts. He's playing tonight. First time in 3 games. He keeps it alive for the Bulls. Now Sinclair in the near corner. Tried to get it behind the net. Couldn't do it. Stopped there by Jones, that is. Sinclair fighting for it. Gets it to Wood. Takes the shot. Save made. Rebound right there for Prop. He holds on. He had that near post hugged up.
He did. Good
real
job.
Tight.
Good job by Prop there, and you saw it, but, you know, there's a spot, Jody, about, you know, maybe 3 inches from the top of his shoulder to the crossbar, but other than that, he was all over that post, and, you know, Prop is showing that, you know, 944 save percentage, that doesn't lie, Jody, so that's definitely something. The Bulls want to attack him often and try and disrupt.
Birmingham had over 50 shots on goal last night. That padded that save percentage more than anything. Now loose puck in front of the Bulls bench, played by Birmingham. Crimmin will have it. Sends a pass away, connects with Sinclair. From his knees, takes the shot, stick save made by Prop, and he'll put the mid on it and do it again. Just lost his edge there a little bit, his footing. Sinclair had a chance to maybe move around one guy. He's pretty good at that.
Well, and you talked about Sinclair a lot, Jody, and, you know, we both really like him a lot, and how he's come along this year. Struggled a little bit at the beginning of the year, but I'm telling you, ever since, you know, just before Glover came back and he had that 3-goal night, like that really turned around, and that was key for the Bulls in this big run that they've had since the end of November.
Puck was dropped unfairly, so they'll do it again. Soretsky out for Birmingham. Shane Bull for Pensacola. Kenny Britton on the ice. He's opposite Pellinger. Watch out for those two. Now Tyler German tries to keep Britton from going into the circle. On 24 and 55, watch out for them. Off the draw, played near side by Mastrangeli. For Bronte, intercepted by Soretsky. In front, deflected by Olenek just behind the net. Puck comes near side. Mastrangeli and Tracy catches up with it first for Birmingham. Sends it through the slot. Puck bounces right back in on Prop. And he's there to cover it for a faceoff. Now Britton grabs a hold. I'm sure it's of Pellinger. It is. They'll walk away from each other for the time being.
And Jody, this isn't going to sound very good, but I mean, honestly, it's not that. Yeah, you could see Britton, the way that he was skating off there. It's almost like he had a little edge malfunction on his skate, and I don't think he was grabbing him to like pull him in. I think he was grabbing him to keep his balance on something. So he'll get that taken care of and see if he can get back out here.
Now off the draw, Birmingham player goes down. Pellinger hooked him, tripped him. That was Gronick. Back the other way comes Bronte, though. 2-on-1. Bronte's shot deflected nicely by Soretsky, well wide. There's one missed call. Now picked up by Bronte. Hit takes a shot. That one whistles high and wide. Tracy banks one off the boards into center ice for Gronick. He grabs it, drops it, tied up at the center ice stripe. Pellinger. Now Olenek comes in along with Tyler German. Gronick tries to kick it free. It does get back. Soretsky with a nice job gets it back to Sadovsky, who banks it off the boards into the Pensacola zone. Mastrangeli plays it behind his net for Pellinger. Pellinger through center ice, past everyone, no icing. It was stopped or touched. Youngworth has it, slides it around near side. Brosh takes the hit, sends it back into the Bull zone. Stopped by Stewart. He'll leave it for his defense. Doug Scott sets it up far side. Near side for Kipledzianko off his ankle. That one looked like it hurt him a little bit. And that was just an errant pass. There's a shot from the point by Brasini. Save made. Rebound gets back to Scott. He sends one in. Save made by Prop. Now it's played along the near boards. Pensacola can't get it out. Kipledzianko with it. Gets it back for Scott. It gets past him. Look out. Now Kurapov had a shot at it. He whiffed, though. Youngworth catches up with him. Now it's played behind the net for Bross. In front. Kurapov, save made by Stewart. Rebound comes near side, picked up by the Ice Flyers. There's Shackle with a shot. That one deflects wide into the corner. Bross gets it back. Centers a pass looking for Kurapov off the mark. That shot and pass actually went through the crease, and Scott plays it but not out. Kicked in alive for the moment and right back out. Mastrangeli will play it. 16:15 to go, first period, no score. Mastrangeli sends one in, stopped by Stewart. He'll play it near side for Scott. Tried to lift it out, but it's gloved by Shackle. Played now behind the net. Suki has it. Suki centers one. He fanned on it. Birmingham has a chance here. 3-on-2 if they hustle. Matt Wood has it. Holds on to it. Slides it in front. Is just tipped away at the last moment from Sinclair and sent back out into the Bull zone. Gagnon has it. A hit for Sinclair.
That's not good.
That was Matt Wood.
Skate blade, maybe?
I hope it's just a skate blade. He had no weight on that 1 foot. Played now behind the net. Jones gets it ahead to center ice for Poulias. Takes a hit at the Bulls bench by Gagnon. Costs the puck up. Sadovsky whips it around far side. It gets past Olenek. Well, that's not Olenek. I apologize. That's Gronick. 25 and 26, they kind of look alike right now to me. Behind the net, Birmingham plays it. Gagnon back behind the net for Sadovsky. Gets past everyone into the Pensacola zone, and icing will be called on the Bulls with 15:03 to go here in the first period, no score.
Well, so far, Jody, the Bulls have definitely been the aggressors with the physicality as far as the good hits on the wall and, you know, the face-to-face hits, finishing their checks and stuff like that. And I was worried a little bit at the beginning of the game. You want to be careful that you don't over-emotion and forget to play hockey. So, good job so far.
Off the draw, Birmingham gets it back to center ice. Romaterio ahead is tipped in by Bernie. Goes actually out of play. Bernie touched that puck in between the red and center or blue line. Force of that pass all the way up behind the net, out of the glass, or into the netting, that is. We'll have our first media timeout of the first period. No score. Birmingham out shooting Pensacola 4-2 at the moment. Colton Olenek having a discussion with the linesman. Not sure about what. You see anything?
No. What is this best seat in the house, Jody?
You know, Greg, all year long, you and I have been here. We've ridden here for 4.5, 5 years doing this. And I can't say that I've ever noticed what's going on in the stands during a hockey game. You just noticed something and told me I don't have a clue about.
Well, that's the best seat in the house, and they're 2 red seats, so I'm wondering.
Where are they?
Well, maybe they're down there in front of the glass. I don't know. But, hey, I'm just saying that's something that in all the broadcasts that we've had this year, I've never noticed that.
No.
So, interesting.
But we're focused on what's going on the ice.
100%.
We really don't even hear what's going on around us, unless, of course, there's trouble in the stands we had last night. Off the draw, played by Pensacola. Mastrangeli far side for Pellinger. He tried to send it down. Stopped by the Bulls, Danny Waite. Backhands a pass over for Kipledzianko. His pass intercepted by Bronte. Look out, here comes German. Crimmon gets back. German's shot, save made, and a nice one by Stewart. Loose puck played by Birmingham, now through center ice. Brasini ahead to Waite. Waite puts the brakes on. In front, looking for Brasini's deflection, just out of his reach. Played around, not far, boards. Waite gets it back for Sadovsky. He sends one in wide of the net, played into the near corner. Danny Waite with it. Plays it down low for Kipledzianko. Centers a pass looking for, I believe that was Soretsky off the mark. Shane Bull takes away. Back comes Tyler German. He'll smack one in. Picked up by the Bulls. They'll get a head steam going here. Crimmon gains the center ice stripe, dumps it in. Going back to get it is Romaterio. Glover on him. Tracy pinching in, keeps it alive. Behind the net, Glover has it. Centers one out in front. Score! I don't know how that puck went in, Greg. That shot came from the boards behind the net. And if I'm not mistaken, Drake Glover had to bank that one up the backside of Christian Prop.
I think he did, Jody. I think Glover took it, banked it off either the stick or the blocker of Prop. You can see how he came off the post there just a little bit, but we talked about it last night. It's about those unconventional shots. Shoot when the goalie isn't expecting it, and that's just what Drake Glover did. And what an opportunity for Glover in front of all of his family down from Alaska and Timbuktu, and I mean, they're in from all over the place.
Arkansas, Mississippi, Missouri.
Amen.
Off the draw, Birmingham controls, taking the lead 1-0 off Drake Glover's goal. There's a shot right in on Stewart. He sticks it aside into the near boards. Played by Pensacola. Olenek tips it away, back into center ice. Puck is sent. Kenny Britton has it. Has Soretsky with him. Olenek cruising. They tried to get him the pass. Britton knocks his man down, takes the puck away. Soretsky now back at the point. There's a shot, goes wide of the net. Loose puck picked up near side by Kurapov through center ice, looking for Bross. He'll bring it into the Bull zone. Youngworth with a good play, knocks it away. Olenek, right wing side, just inside the blue line, dumps it in. Birmingham line change. Bersini out. He'll pressure behind the net. Pellinger with it. Skates through center ice. Loudon Pellinger couldn't get it in deep. Whistle blows. Offside will be the call on Pensacola. With 12:50 to go here in the first period, Bulls up 1-0.
So, two things so far, Jody, in this first, 7 minutes and 10 seconds that we've seen. Number one, Danny Waite could be playing the best hockey of the year so far. I mean, I've seen him battling out front, in front of the net. He's had some great offensive maneuvers, and he's just having a great game so far.
Mastrangeli off the draw will send it into the near side. Around the net, it's played by the Bulls. Far side, Kip Ledzianko chips one through center ice, picked up by Waite. Waite has two men on him. He gets it to Kip Ledzianko, though. Penalty upcoming on Pensacola. Scott sends it far side. There's a shot from the point. Save. Waite with a rebound. Another save by Prop. What a stop. He just robs Danny Waite on that one. Open net to shoot out and a 5-hole, but he somehow made the save.
And there you go. With that effort from Waite, Jody, he draws a penalty, and he has an excellent scoring opportunity off that rebound. But I'm telling you, that was a heck of a save by Prop.
Wow.
Even the fact the first save was good, but how he got back over, and, the puck was on its edge and wobbling around there, and Waite just did his best to get a good whack at it. But it would have been in the net if Prop didn't get back over there. So the Bulls will go on a 2-minute power play.
Suki gets the hooking call. He'll sit in the penalty box for a couple of minutes. Birmingham sends out Glover, Sinclair, Kip Ledzianko, Youngworth, and Matt Wood. Off the draw. Youngworth has it. He'll skate middle ice. Right wing side, gives it to Sinclair near side. Down low for Wood. Tried to send one out for Glover. Gets past everyone down the ice. Wood just misfired on that pass, had Glover in front. Youngworth takes it behind his own net. He'll skate away. Youngworth drops it back. Kip Ledzianko. Ahead for Glover, who tips it in. It'll be played by Prop behind his own net. Whips one around the boards, kept in by the Bulls for the moment, but Price finds it and sends it down the ice. Youngworth has it for Kip. Kip brings it in, almost had it poked away. That's Sinclair, I apologize. Sinclair behind the net. Centers one out in front, taken away, and here we go the other way. Stock with it. Jordan Stock takes the shot. Nice play by Youngworth. That deflected high and wide. Puck loose along the far boards. Bernie trying to pin it in to kill some penalty time. He does pin it up against the boards. Gets free, though, and is picked up by Birmingham. They'll set the play behind their own net with 55 seconds of power play time remaining.
And you got to watch Pensacola, Jody, because I think last night they had, 4 goals on the year shorthanded?
Yeah, 5 actually. Now Waite has the puck. Birmingham's in ahead of the play. That was Soretsky was knocked down and came into the zone, so Waite had to come back. Now Waite gets hit by Aromaterio, goes down, and Pensacola will ice it.
Well, at least he had the puck because Soretsky didn't.
Play back behind the net. Scahill has it. 25 seconds of power play time remaining. Soretsky with the puck. Curls away from Pellinger, holds on to it. Now through center ice. Soretsky with some nifty moves, brings it into the Pensacola zone, right wing side. Passes the puck around the boards for Waite. He returns it for Soretsky, lets it go. Far side, Bersini. 5 seconds of power play time remaining. Bersini gets it back to Scahill. Scahill back to Bersini. Near side for Waite. Pensacola has killed the penalty. Are back at full strength. There's a shot from Olenek off the pass from Waite. Stick save made by Prop. Loose puck along the near side board. Olenek, good job to keep it alive. There's a centering pass just deflected away last moment. And back comes Suki out of the penalty box. Jack Suki takes the shot. Save made by Stewart. Down on his pads, he squeezes it. With 10:07 to go, first period, Bulls still up 1-0.
Well, and you can see, Jody, on that power play, the Bulls actually had a lot of nice plays. They had some opportunities, but you can see that a guy like C.J. Walker, his presence is missed because he's so shifty and so offensively gifted on those power plays.
Well, now you got to juggle some lines too. You know, that by the way, that goal by Drake Glover is 25th of the season.
Wow. Assisted
by Colin Tracy. On assist, there's a shot deflected by the Bulls. Gronick into the corner now. Birmingham sends it out. It was deflected, so no icing. Britton giving chase. Picked up at the blue line by Bronte. He gives it up for Shane Bull. Bull had hat trick in the first game of the year against Birmingham way back in October. Now behind the net. Birmingham will play it ahead for Gronick. Gronick takes it and lifts one high. Look out, that almost got out of play. Kip Ledzianko picks it up. Had it poked away from him by Bull. Kip goes down on the play. Picked up by Shackle. Gets it ahead now. Bull off his stick. Has Bronte with him. Bull brings it into Bull zone. Gives it to Bronte. There's one for Shackle. Poked away nicely by Sadowski. Loose puck finds the stick of Pensacola. Pellinger takes a shot just deflected wide. That one had Stewart beat. Loose puck played by Poulias through the slot. Takes a shot. Save made. Gagnon, he actually hit Gagnon. Gagnon plays the body too, knocks him off. 3-on-2 the other way for Birmingham. Glover streaking to the front, deflect that save made by Prop. Glover got his stick on the puck, but he didn't get all of it, Greg. It just floated into the air.
Well, and Prop grabbed it. And Prop came out with that big poke check too, Jody. So his stick and Glover's stick both got at the same place at the same time. And that puck went straight up in the air. And Prop watched it up, watched it down, and gloved it out of the air. And Glover was right on top of the paint. Great transition there by the Bulls. Some good goaltending by Hayden Stewart, giving him those opportunities on that transition game. But just tighten it up a little bit because Pensacola, they're getting their opportunities too, Jody.
8:57 to go here as we have our second media timeout. Have you seen anything differently from the Bulls tonight, other than, of course, C.J. Walker not in the lineup, Crimmin and Britton are in, though?
Well, it's not that. I'll tell you the difference, Jody, is Pensacola is not out there taking their liberties like they were last night.
Not yet.
Well, no. But why is that? I'm telling you, it's
I know
because
what you're going to say.
Yeah, it's because you have Britton in the lineup. And, you know, Britton didn't come out. He's not out there trying to fight anybody, kill anybody. You know what I mean?
But he's got a presence about him.
He's got a presence, and he's letting them know that, hey, the policeman's back in town. And, you know, there's two ways a policeman takes a shift, right? They can either go in and they can sit in their car and they can watch cars go up and down the interstate, or they can get involved with the SWAT team if things get ugly and go in and clean up business. And hopefully Britton doesn't have to do that tonight, but he's there wearing the badge, letting them know. And I think it's keeping the Wolves at bay a little bit.
Off the draw, Sinclair wins it. Tried to get it back, but it couldn't do it. Wood picks it up for Birmingham. He'll slide it around the boards near side. Whacked but not out. Played there by Doug Scott. Now Bronte on him, knocks the puck away. Still loose along the near side board. Bronte picks it up, slides it right in front of his own net. Steered aside by Mastrangeli. Birmingham keeps it alive. Scott sends one in, deflected just wide of the far post. There's a rebound, goes behind the net. Played into the near corner. Tracy was there. Back behind the net, Mastrangeli checked by Wood. Wood goes down, Mastrangeli on top of him. Puck slides around near side. Tracy has it. Shovels it down low. Soretsky is there. Gets past everyone. Birmingham can't keep it alive. Out the other way comes Poulias. Andrew Poulias sends it around the boards. Tracy is there for Birmingham. He'll have it behind his own net. Takes the hit, gives it to Scott. Scott slides it along the boards, intercepted by Pensacola. Goes far side. Soretsky tried to chip it out to Olenek. couldn't do it. That was Kurapov with it. Birmingham takes the puck away. Olenek has it now. He'll send it in deep. Gets past Jones. He'll go in after it. Romaterio overskates the puck. Jones finds it, though, for Pensacola. He'll give it up far side. Stock puts the brakes on. Jones has it, slides it near side of Romaterio. Through center ice, played by Bross. He'll bring it into the Bull zone. Off the skate of Crimmin, Birmingham picks the loose puck up. Pass for Brasini, well behind him, picked up by Pellinger, and he'll fire it right back into the glove of Stewart. Drops it for Crimmin. Back to Kurapov, who fires it right back in. He'll be played by Youngworth. Crimmin has it from Cole. Now through center ice. Molen is there. Just activated today off the IR. Samson Molen gives it to Shackle. Shackle whips it around the near side. Played by Suki. Ethan Price with the puck. Back for Molen. His shot well wide of the net. Played by Kip Ledzianko, and he'll chip it out. Be nice to see Kip get back on the board. He's had a rough go of it the last 2 weeks. Youngworth with it. Tried to get it to Brasini, who find the loose puck. Slides it up for Ledzianko. Shackle takes it away. Pass is intercepted. Back comes Suki into the Bulls zone. Played behind the net. Scahill. Mastrangeli pinching in, keeps it alive. He'll cut behind the Bulls net. Far side, Scahill has it. Sends it up to Kip Ledzianko, ahead to Brasini. 4 men back. Brasini's shot deflected defensively by German, out of play. So with 6:07 to go here in the first period, Birmingham will have a face-off as now Gagnon and Price having words in front of the Pensacola bench. Price will just skate on over, and Gagnon will go about his business.
Well, definitely a little bit of that, Jody, but I'm telling you, it's just different than it was last night. You know what I mean? It was almost like there was no limit last night and you could do whatever you wanted, whereas tonight it's just a little bit of that, you know, back and forth and friendly gestures.
Still early, Birmingham has the loose puck, up 1-0. That's Matt Wood. Tried to spin away from one, he couldn't manage to do it, and Bronte picks the loose puck up. Back one's ahead for German. Chips one to Jones. Cooper Jones brings it in. Far right side. Couldn't get the shot off. Played nice defensively by Gagnon. Birmingham chips it out. Sinclair had it poked away from him. Glover finds the loose puck up. Glover with 3 men back sends one deflected wide. Behind the net, Glover has it.
Tried again.
Tried to do the same thing again. This time Prop was waiting for it. Stopped the puck, and he covers it for a draw. 5:33 to go, first period.
And Jody, that's one thing that we haven't seen lately is guys like Glover and Waite one-on-one battling in front of the net. You know what I mean? So I think that could be a little bit of that shift in the game plan when you're facing a kid like Prop in net, that the Bulls realize, hey, we got to get bodies in front like they do to us and not keep playing that perimeter stuff.
On the draw, Soretsky controls. Britton is on the ice. Scahill will send it around near side. Pitching in is Gagnon. Played behind the net, centers one. Molen picks it up, gives it up. Now up the other way comes Poulias. Poulias with Olenek coming back. Save made by Stewart on a tough shot by Andrew Poulias. Now Bernie sends it behind the net. Played by Pensacola, near side. Poulias with it. Deflected by Olenek into the corner. Bernie hit on the play by Scahill. Loose puck there. Olenek checks his man. It's picked up by Bernie. He gives it up for Shackle. He takes the shot. Save now. A little shove there that was Rhodes, not Shackle. Gagnon gives it. Now Pensacola has it through the slot. Centers the pass for Molen. Back over Rhodes. Takes a shot. Deflected in front. Knocked down by Birmingham. Sent to the near side boards. Birmingham having trouble getting out. Rhodes with it. Takes the shot. Hayden Stewart makes the save and holds on. And with Poulias cruising right in front, I believe that was Scahill sent him right back out the other side.
Well, and that's what I mean. Last night, they weren't looking for it. You know what I mean? Now, the Bulls are very aware of anybody coming in. And you know what? You're not going to get near the front of the paint. You're not going to get near Hayden Stewart. As a matter of fact, just stay away from our net altogether, and we'll have a nice, pleasant evening.
It's amazing what, and I think you were on to something a little earlier with Kenny Britton in the lineup. The entire Pensacola team is playing a lot differently tonight than they did last night. And do you think it's just simply because they know he's on the ice, they know he's on the bench, they know they can't get away with, some of the things they did last night? There were a couple of calls that weren't made, checks from behind, boarding type calls, that high sticks. I mean.
Well, and it's just the little stuff. Like now you can see that, and the difference of having a guy like that in the lineup, Jody, I think it makes everybody feel a little bit, not bigger and tougher, but just have a little bit more oomph in their game, like Scahill stepping up and saying, hey, I see Britton doing what he's doing, and guess what? I'm going to do it down here too.
Off the draw, played by Stock. Wrap around, stopped by Stewart, played now behind the net. Bross takes it away. Zach Bross with it. Spins, but hit by Tracy. Tied up underneath of both. Danny Waite knocks it away. Tries to get away from Stock. Stock takes it from him. Played back at the point for Pellinger. Return. Pellinger looking for the puck. They'll slide it behind the net instead. Jones kicks it to Stock. Stock has it. Played back to Pellinger. Pellinger shot well high and wide. I believe Brasini got a piece of it and deflected it out of play with 3:57 to go.
And what I like about that play with Ledzianko, Jody, is Pellinger's not going to score from over there by the Alpha Insurance sign on the board.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's so far out, but Ledzianko recognized that. He went about 3 steps, and then he stopped and waited. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Where last night it was like reckless abandon, everybody chasing all over the place, and they just got out of sorts. So they're doing a lot better job staying composed tonight.
Off the draw, played by Tracy down the ice, picked up by Wood. Matt Wood will cut behind the net. Centers one looking in front. He had Glover there, but it was behind him. Played now by Ethan Price, the captain of Pensacola. Sends one over far side. Master and Geely has it. Near side of Romaterio. Through center ice, Suki has it. Around the boards it goes. Tracy catches up with it first. Sends it right back over near side. Birmingham Sinclair is there. Along the boards, Pensacola takes it away. Master and Geely with it now. Gains the center ice stripe. Brings it into the Bull zone. Tracy on him. Rides it behind the net. There's a centering pass, though. Shackle was there. Knocked away on a nice play by Birmingham. And back comes Olenek. Olenek brings it in. 3 men back for Pensacola. Gets around. Pellinger is shot just wide. Goes far side. Kept alive by Youngworth. Behind the net, Soretsky is there. He's tied up by Molan. Now that's Gronick with it. He had it taken away by Price. Back far side, Molan backhands the pass for Shackle, who will send it out. Crimmin will pick it up for the Bulls. Brought back into the Pensacola zone. Gronick has it, face-off circle, takes a wrister, save made by Prop, and he holds on. He saw that shot the whole way. 2:34 to go.
100%. And, you know, Jody, there's every guy on every team, you know, they have things that they excel at, and then they have things that they're okay at. But I'm telling you, Gronick, he comes to life below the goal line in the corners. I mean, he just works magic down there. And he really works hard down low, and especially at the end of his shift with Glover out there, really sets up for some good stuff down there for the Bulls.
Bronte will bring the puck in the Bull zone, just inside the blue line, out that face-off circle, looking for a deflection. It slides past everyone, kept alive by German. Behind the net, Youngworth picks it up for Birmingham. Banks went off the glass and out through center ice. Look out, Brasini just bounced over a stick as he was behind the defense. Waite picks it up for Ledzianko. Ledzianko, that pass was behind him. He couldn't control it. Far side, played now by German. Now Birmingham takes the puck away. Kip with the puck. Sets it up for Scahill behind the net for Brasini. He gives it to Waite. Back at the point, Gagnon. Far side, Scahill. In front, pass behind the net, actually for Waite, knocked away by Aromaterio. Now it's loose along the near side board, played by Shane Bull. Played far side for Jones, ahead for Aromaterio. His pass taken away by Glover. He'll bring it back in. Drops it for Sinclair, who wraps one around the boards. Glover picks it up. Glover back to Gagnon, a shot. Wood was there, tried for the deflection, but that mitt of Prop caught it first before he could put a stick on the puck. 1:22 to go first period, 1-0 Birmingham.
Well, and that was almost like a knuckle curve there by Gagnon there from the blue line. Puck came back to him. Glover, good job on the wall, worked it up, got the one-hand shovel pass to him, and bouncing around. He shot it. That thing came up, dropped straight down to the ice, and bounced just before Prop picked it up. So, good job. Get those shots on net. Keep them low.
Face off to the right. Christian Prop, Sinclair on the draw for Birmingham. Picked up by Pensacola. Poulias with it. Can't get past Cahill. Gagnon picks it up, slides it back to Connor. Ahead through center ice. Glover tips it in. Wood will give chase. Catches up with it. Tried to get it back to Glover. Loose puck along the far boards. Tied up. Picked up now by Pensacola's Rhodes, who gives it up near side Poulias. A minute to go here in the first period. Poulias can't get past Gagnon. He slides one across the crease. Loose puck picked up by Matt Wood. Behind the play, Gagnon goes down. Poulias and Gagnon get tied up. Birmingham just backhands one in. Line change. Wholesale for the Bulls. Pellinger now. Ahead through center ice off the stick of Rhodes. Tracy goes right back in. Rhodes tried to run him. He missed. Behind the net, Olenek overskates the puck. Aromaterio gives it to Kurapov. Kurapov sends one in. This one's got to be icing, yes.
Yep.
As Tracy's back to pick it up. 26.6 seconds remaining here in the first period. Face-off back in the Ice Flyers zone.
And you can see tonight, Joe, to the Ice Flyers, with the pressure that the Bulls are giving them, they're not having that time. Last night, it's like everything was just a little chip pass out of their zone in through the neutral zone. They're coming down with numbers. And now, with the Bulls being aggressive, it's really breaking up that rhythm that Pensacola had last night.
Zaretsky, Olenek, Chronic out with Scott and Tracy. Olenek on the draw for the Bulls. Tied up at that face-off circle. Loose puck picked up and played by Kurapov through center ice. Kurapov will bring it into the Bulls zone. All Bulls back defensively, though. His shot deflected high and wide. Rebound back through center ice. 10 seconds to go. Aromaterio sends it in. Gloved by Stewart. Drops it for Tracy. Down to 5 seconds. Olenek through center ice had it bounce off his stick, but he catches it, and that'll do it for the first period of play. Birmingham heads to the locker room. Unlike last night, with a 1-0 lead, outshoot, well, shots on goal the same, 13 apiece. Hayden Stewart not letting anything in as of yet. And this looks a little strange to me right now, Greg. The way these teams are going off the ice, the entire Pensacola team goes over to their goaltender, getting in the exact way of how the Birmingham Bulls exit the ice. The way the building is configured here, Pensacola just has to walk behind their bench and they're into their locker room. You make anything of that, or are they just going to say, well, good job, Christian Prop?
Maybe, but you're losing 1-0, so it's not like he had a shutout in the first period.
Well, do you think they're trying to goad the Bulls? Do you think they're trying to poke the bear a little bit, so to speak? Yeah,
but I don't know.
Maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's nothing. It just looked odd to me that looked like end of the game type stuff.
It did, Jody, and what I was going to say is that should have been shut down, because there's no reason for an entire team to come off the bench at the end of the period when your exit is behind your bench. That's my point.
Okay.
It should have been red, came over, shut down, and said, no, you guys need to go in, Prop can come to the bench. You know what I mean? But nobody was there to do anything about it, so they just did whatever they wanted.
I know what you're saying, but again,
I'm not saying anything.
You know how badly I want to say something.
No, don't bother.
But I'm tired of getting reprimanded, so I'll stop. It's been a rough day for me. Either way, end of one period of play. Birmingham back in the locker room with a 1-0 lead. We'll come back in a few minutes, get you caught up with what's going around the league, and just have a conversation with you back and forth. Remember, we are on YouTube. You want to send us a message, please feel free. We'd love to hear from the fans wherever you are. Either way, we've had fans from families and friends recently of players come up and say hello to us at the booth. So interact with us. It's fun. Score at the end of one period of play. Birmingham 1, Pensacola 0. This is Birmingham Bulls hockey. back to the Pelham Civic Complex. Jody Chernesky here along with Greg Dreveny. Score at the end of one period of play. Birmingham 1, Pensacola 0. Greg, give us an update of what's going on around the league as it pertains to the Bulls.
So, Jody, one of the races we've been watching, we talked about a little bit last night, about making in their schedule and how many times they play Fayetteville and Knoxville coming down the stretch. And, you know, what we talked about and what we thought about was, hey, Fayetteville's sitting there in 10th place or at 47 points. They're almost out of it. You know what I mean? That's looking at it last night. And then when you talk about an update here, the game's already over, and Fayetteville handily beats Macon 6-2. Wow, so you talk about a turnaround. Now all of a sudden, as we're looking at the standings, we're like, okay, where can Fayetteville finish depending on how they come? Because, like you said earlier, those teams do have some games at hand.
Right.
And it kind of sets that magic number for the Bulls where, including tonight's game, we have 5 games left. And it's like the magic number that Fayetteville can get to would be 61 points.
Maximum points.
Maximum points. So, for the Bulls to X off, just like Peoria puts an X beside playoffs because they're already in, for the Bulls to put an X behind 10th place, we would have to get to 61 points and then the tiebreaker. So really 62 points from where we sit right now. So with that being said, the Bulls at 57, we need 2 wins out of 5. Worst case scenario, just to talk about our own destiny and everything like that. So,
but that's just to keep out of 10th place. And the league is such, there's so much parity in this league. It's amazing we can talk about going from home ice advantage to being out of the playoffs in last place in the same sentence, but you just did.
But that's how close the race is. And that's why, and we said it last night, that don't wait until April to figure out if you're in the playoffs, because playoffs started last night.
Well, we felt it for the last couple of weeks. When Roanoke came to town last week, that was when I really felt it. The energy was here. I mean, and it was palpable. You could sense it. You could feel it in the air. And the games, consequently, that went on behind it were evident of that. It's just a byproduct of it. So, tonight hasn't been that way yet.
Not yet.
I mean, Birmingham came out skating hard, got that 1-0 lead, but the intensity even that we saw last night from both teams hasn't been present yet. We have 40 minutes to go, though, so I expect it to pick up.
Well, and what we haven't done, Jody, is looked at the 2 points that Pensacola got last night. What did that do for them? And did that take some of the pressure off?
Yeah, true.
For them? And, you know, so we'll see. Kind of like Peoria, but Peoria is up 1-0 over Knoxville right now. And then Evansville is up 1-0 on Quad City with 15 minutes in the second left.
All right, back underway, second period. Shackle has it for Pensacola. Can't get past Youngworth, but taken away now by Suki. He sends one off the far boards, played back, chipped by Brasini and out. Kip Ledzianko hustles back, picks it up. Aromatario back, takes the puck away. Birmingham finds it right back, though. Along the near side board, now Shackle takes it. He'll send it far side for Suki. Gagnon with a good play takes it away, and it comes right into Danny Wait, for Brasini, he had a stick lifted there on a nice defensive play by Shackle. Puck sent right back in deep, though, played by Aromatario. Birmingham almost had a 2-on-1 chance there, but Shackle lifted the stick. That prevented the shot. Now Price slides one over in front, deflected right on. Save made by Stewart behind the net. Price has it. Gets it back at the point to Pellinger. Tried to get it back to Price, knocked away by Gagnon. Rhodes picks the loose puck up. Good play by Glover. Avoids that shot as he actually lifted his stick again. Now Matt Wood can't get past Bernie, so he'll just backhand one in. Played by Pensacola. Pellinger has it. Ahead for Rhodes. Far side Bernie. Tracy on him. Look out, deflection in front by Pellinger, goes wide. Played in the near corner. Birmingham has it. Sinclair with it. McGregor will bring it in. He'll send it in deep. Around the boards, played far side. by Jones. Back to center ice, Bulls play it. Tracy sends one to the near corner, played by Prop. Taken away by Soretsky. Loose puck, Olenek is there. Comes right out in front. Gronick was there, had a whack at it. And I believe it hit a defenseman in front, and Pensacola just lifts the puck down the ice. No icing is called. Now they'll call icing. I thought they'd waved it off.
Right.
But Birmingham will take the puck back down in the Pensacola zone. 18:02 to go, second period, still maintaining that 1-0 lead.
And kind of been the MO for Pensacola tonight, Jody. A lot different than last night, where they're just happy taking the puck, lifting it out, dumping it down, taking the icings, you know what I mean? Just a little different tempo for them tonight versus what they brought last night.
Gronick on the draw for Birmingham. Bernie wins it for Pensacola, gets it back to Pellinger. Off the boards and center ice, played by Scott. He'll give it up near side for Skahill. Skahill puts it off the stick of Gronick, played by Prop behind his own net. Far boards through center ice, Bulls will play it. Skahill has it. A hit for Brasini, tips it in, Gronick giving chase. Behind the net, hauled down by Pellinger, no call, maybe a little theatrics there. Either way, Birmingham had possession, lost it, poked away. Far side, Pensacola skates away. Poulias dumps one in deep. He'll come off for a change. Skahill picks the puck up for the Bulls. Gives it up for Soretsky. Slides one over for Scott. Referee got in the way, and after that pass, Birmingham tried to bring it in. Now Soretsky hit on the play by Molen. Loose puck, Kip Ledzianko is there for Birmingham. No place to go, so he'll slide it back along the boards, back for his defense. Played by Birmingham, but out by Pensacola. Kurapov with it. Slides it over far side. In front, look out, Bross is there with Kurapov. Couldn't get in the puck, Wade intercepts. Chip back to center ice. Molen puts it right back in. Big defenseman playing his first game off the IR. Pensacola centers a pass over for Kurapov, chipped away by the Bulls, and Kip Ledzianko picks it up. Soft one off the boards into the far corner. Romatario is there for Mastrangeli. Kip on him. Danny Waite tries to poke it free. Tied up under all four. Pensacola comes out with it and slides the pass over, and here we go the other way. Tyler German with it. 3 men back for the Bulls. Youngworth, a nice play, takes the puck away. Ross sends it in, played by Stewart. Off the boards through center ice, Glover taps it in. Wood will give chase, Prop will catch it first. Wraps one around the boards, comes right back off a hot hop, score! Matt Wood! Prop played that puck, Greg.
Yep.
And when he did, it bounced funny off the boards, came onto the stick of Matt Wood, who went straight to the net, lifted it up. Birmingham with a 2-0 lead.
Well, Jody, you can talk to Hayden Stewart and Austin Watts about those partitions and how tight they get down there in the corners. That's why you're a goaltender. You don't want to rim it early up high off that glass, because the puck will hit those metal partitions on that right corner and bounce straight out. And that's exactly what happened with Wood. Bounced off that partition, came in, Wood was right there. Nifty little shot off the post, off the crossbar. Bulls are up 2.
Off the draw, Pensacola has it. Down 2-0, Shane Bull with the puck, brings it in. Slides it over. Bronte with a shot, pads, kick save, rebound in front. German was there, Stewart on top of it. Gobbles it up, makes the save. 2 good scoring chances for Pensacola, but Hayden Stewart shuts the door.
Amen. Hayden Stewart having a night, Jody, and that's key. We talked about how important goaltending is down the stretch, and the Bulls seem to be pretty set with Stewart and Joseph both having good campaigns here in the last few weeks.
They'll call that goal unassisted by Matt Wood. The rookie gets his 12th of the year. Second leader in rookie scoring, Matt Wood. Now Jones with a shot, gloved out of the air through traffic by Hayden Stewart. So we'll have another face-off with 15:39 to go here in the second. Bulls up 2-0.
And that's a tough save there, Jody. You can see Hayden Stewart drop down early to grab it, and then that puck was just a little more outside than he thought. He had to put the extra reach in there and pulled that one down, but holy cow, very Ozzie Smithish on shortstop.
Pellinger takes a shot. That whistles wide. Loose puck picked up by Bronte, centers it back to Pellinger. And front German through the slot, knocked away by Crimmin. Loose puck played far side by Birmingham and out. Wood just had it bounce off his stick, tries to take it away from Jones, and he does. Matt Wood curls around the far boards, has Glover cruising, sends a shot through wide, picked up far side by Pensacola's Pellinger, and he'll get it out to center ice. Sinclair, nice job, takes the puck right off his stick, gives it to Youngworth. Through center ice, Britton tips it in. Olenek going in after it along with Pellinger. Little size differential there, played far side now by Suki, and here comes Price. Penalty coming up on the Bulls. There's a shot by Shackle, goes out of play, but Pensacola will be on the power play as a roughing call is, I think that's roughing, or did he call boarding?
Yeah.
He's called roughing, I believe, on Britton. Pensacola will go on the power play tonight, their first of the night.
I don't know about that, Jody, if they didn't look.
I didn't see it. I was watching the puck.
I watched it. I did. It looked very. Who got the embellishment last night? Was it
Waite?
Woods?
I think it was Waite.
Well,
I don't know. I don't remember. I'm trying to put last night out of my memory, Greg.
Whoever it was, coming down the wall, Britton came up out of the corner.
Gave him a boarding call.
Yeah, well, but they came in looking for him to make any contact, Jody, and then
after last night,
yeah.
Would I know for a fact 3 boarding calls not called? I mean, the referee's done a good job tonight. I don't have a problem with anything. I saw one missed call, and I called him out on it. But other than that, you can't say anything about the referees tonight. This is the first time we've seen the referee that we have here tonight.
Right. And the referee's going to call what he sees, but I'm telling you, that one was preconceived, that they were just wishing Britton hit him, and he did. And, you know, a little bit of Hollywood, but nonetheless, Pensacola power play.
Yep.
So let's get after it.
I've stopped mentioning the names of the officials for a specific reason, and you can figure that out yourself. Off the draw, Pensacola plays behind the net. Scahill gives it up for Olenek, who ices it down and played by Prop. He drops it for Master and Geely. Soretsky watches him. If you don't mention anybody's names, you can't get in trouble for calling them out. Master and Geely with the puck far side. He'll drop it back to Bull. Shane Bull with it. Through center ice. Near side played by Kurapov. Nice pass over for German off his stick. Slides it back. Played by right back to German. Master and Geely with it. Near side Kurapov thought about it. Gets it back at the point for Master and Geely. Has Bross in the slot. Has the puck. Sends it down low. Kurapov shot save made. Rebound loose. Cleared by Olenek. Out to center ice. Master and Geely will have it. He'll cut behind his own net. 1:05 to go in the power play for Pensacola. 13:55 to go here in the second period. Poulias with the puck now. Sinclair on him. Gets past McGregor. Over to Bernie. Bernie goes down. Loose puck along the boards. Pensacola plays it back at the point for Jones. Cooper Jones slides it across. Rhodes gives it up for Suki. He's pressured on the play. Knocked down by Kip Ledzianko. Loose puck. Gagnon is there. Now it's tied up along the boards and kept. Hard work and effort paid off. He ices it down the length of the ice.
Good job by Ledzianko there, Joey. Just tenacious on the puck. A la Kenny Linsman style.
Oh boy,
called
you're
the
going
rat.
way back there.
Oh, yeah.
Back comes Rose now through center ice. Brings it into the Bull zone. Hit on the play. Glover couldn't find the loose puck. Rhodes picks it up. Curls back at the blue line. He gets out of the zone. Gives the puck away. Woods up here, right wing side, calling for the puck.
Yeah.
Birmingham brings it in. Down on the play. Gagnon is hit. He still has possession of the puck. Knocking seconds off the clock. We're down to 5 seconds, but here we come 3-on-2 the other way. Suki with it. Drops it back. Poulias. Poulias down low. Deflected. Just behind the net. Suki with the puck. Birmingham's killed the penalty back at full strength. Nice play by Wood to poke the puck away. Gets it out far side, out of the reach of Olenek. And Britton will pick it up just out of the penalty box. He'll drop it back for his defense. Olenek. Tipped in by Britton. Romaterio has it. Played along the board, still loose. Shackle had a shot at it. Birmingham takes it away. Doug Scott with the puck. Has Sadowski with him. Sadowski for Kep Ledzianko. Pass return from Zaretsky behind Kip, played now by Aromatario, who lifts one down, right in on Stewart, smartly with Price coming down hard. Stewart just calmly puts the puck under his mitt, and we'll have a face-off with 12:03 to go here in the second period.
Well, you can definitely see some great PK work up high, first by Ledzianko, and then none other. He's having a heck of a night again, Jody, Drake Glover.
Yep.
And you talked about those 25 goals that Glover has. I pulled it up and looked at 37 games played, Jody. 25 goals in 37 games. Wow.
If you're in the NHL, how many goals is that in an 82-game season? Wow. That's how good Drake Glover's been playing. Kip Ledzianko pokes it in. Pellinger back to get it. Wait on him. Loose puck played by Birmingham. Wait gets it back to Sadowski. Cross-ice pass, shot, save made by Prop. Puck goes all the way to the far boards and out by Pensacola. This one
free
is
puck.
out of play. Is it going to be a delay of game penalty, or will they say it was deflected? I don't know where he hit the puck. It looks like Bronte is going to the penalty box, so a delay of game call. I thought that looked a little odd. Tyron Bronte goes to the penalty box for a delay of game call. It will be Birmingham's second power play of the night. That was close, I'll say that. It's close to being right at the blue line and out.
Well, you got to give the referees some props when props are due, Jody, and I'm telling you, they are on it and having a pretty good night tonight.
Bronte gets the call for the delay of game. Birmingham on the face-off in Pensacola zones. McGregor Sinclair for the Bulls. And I believe that's Poulias for the Ice Flyers. You know how many times I've almost said Ice Pilots tonight? That's back in the 90s. I need to get into the modern times. Played by Birmingham. That's Youngworth with it. Slides over through the slot. Plays it far side for Kip. Back to Youngworth. That was Sinclair. Out behind the net. Loose puck comes out in front. Cleared by Pensacola. Another funny hop off the boards. Right through the blue paint. Stewart well out of his net. Plays the puck ahead. But it's taken away by Pensacola. German will fire it right back in. Hayden will play the puck. Gives it to Youngworth. Minute and a half to go on this Bulls power play. Youngworth steps out in front, skates away. Bross on him. Drops it back.
Look out.
Giving up. Price takes a shot. Save. Kip Ledzianko gave that one away. Back the other way, though. Kip takes it. Gives it up far side for Wood. Near side. Drake Glover has it. Played down low. Wood for Kip. Back to Scahill. Return for Kip. Down low for Wood. Glover's just creeping over here ever so closely to that net. On the back door, Wade had it bounce off his stick but keeps it alive. Gives it to Drake Glover in front off the stick of Kip Ledzianko and cleared by Pensacola. They'll skate it in. Zach Bross trying to get away from Wade. Wade with a good job pokes it away, but the problem is it's right back into Pensacola's stick. Down to 35 seconds of power play time remaining. Through center ice, played by Brasini. He'll bring it in. Waite catches up with the puck. He'll slide it over far side. Centers on off the stick of Zaretsky. Played now. Back to center ice. Brasini will take it. Ahead for Zaretsky. Right back in. Zaretsky around the boards. Plays it behind the net. Taken away. And that'll do it. 10 seconds to go on this power play. Stewart out of his net will just leave it there for Youngworth. And I believe that'll do it for the power play. Zaretsky has it. Pensacola's killed the penalty. They're back at full strength. Brought into the Pensacola zone. Zaretsky was there. Couldn't get the stick on the puck for a deflection. Brasini has it. Into the near corner. Drops it back. No one there but Shackle. Sadowski tries to keep the puck alive. It gets back to the point. Zaretsky is there for Sadowski. Behind the net, Brasini. Taken away, though, by Pensacola's Bernie. And the big fella sends it far side. Now Bronte takes a hit. Coughs the puck up. Birmingham brings it right back in. Gronick through the slot. There's a shot taken, far left wing side. Save is made. And a little pushing and shoving in front. I believe that's Kenny Britton. It is. He's hammering away at Molen. Now Molen gives him a couple of uppercuts. Molen comes in. Molen taken down by Britton, who's still throwing left. Molen trying to get back at Britton, and Britton may have got the best of that one. He got a couple of early shots in. Molen did as well. That was a good fight, Greg.
Yep.
That's an old-fashioned. Now Britton wants
Yep.
more of him.
Yeah, so, Jody, this is where Britton just shut it down, go to the box, wait for your time to expire, then come out and do it again. You know what I mean? You don't need any extra theatrics. Don't get thrown out. Just play it clean. But, yeah, that was a great tilt.
Every player on the Birmingham Bulls that were on the ice goes over and taps
Yep.
Kenny Britton on the hand in the penalty box. Now, I don't know if Britton will get an extra out of this, but I do know for a fact he's thrown the red flag up for the referees. They'll be watching him closely the rest of the night.
Oh, yeah. Well, anytime Britton's on the ice. Do you remember we had a guy, Kerry Toporowski?
Yeah.
Remember him,
His
Jody?
brother coaches here
Yep.
in Quad.
Right. So when we had Toporowski, and this is a guy, I mean, he had NHL games with the Chicago Blackhawks, IHL, you know, comes down to us in Birmingham in the East Coast League. And everybody's so high on this guy. He was tough as nails. Holy cow, he's about
crazy, though.
6'7".
Yeah.
Well, that's where I'm going with this. And I was in net, Jody, and I hated when Toporowski stepped on the ice because for the first 5 games he was a Bull. Every time he touched the ice, he went to the box for a penalty. Just because if he got near somebody, they didn't want anything to come of it. And he put his stick on slashing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was just overly excessive on the calls of Toporowski. But holy cow.
That's another Dennis DeRosier special right
Oh,
there.
yeah.
He recruited him in. He loved that kind of a player.
Oh, yeah. Well, between him and another guy, Dennis Maxwell, when those guys, Toporowski and Maxwell, when they got into fights, it's like their minds and eyes just went blank and they turned into a totally different.
Both are going to get 5 for
Good.
fighting. As the face-off is coming up in the Pensacola zone. Well, we could talk about the old days forever, you know?
Oh, yeah. Well,
Hockey does that to you. Get some great memories. Now off the draw, Brasini had the puck poked away. Waite gets it back to the point. Far side, Waite fans, score! He fanned on the first shot, and that put Prop down on the ice, Greg. And then when he got control of the puck, he had an open net to shoot at. Danny Waite gives the Bulls a 3-0 lead.
the Bulls have figured out, Jody, that the way around Prop is definitely not through them. And you saw it there, a little misdirection going back left side, back around over to Waite. And Prop was so explosive getting out there, back to Waite, and then he buries it in over the diving Prop. And holy cow, out of nowhere, the Bulls are up 3, and we'll see how Pensacola answers this bell.
3-goal leads are a lot better to me than 2-goal leads.
Definitely.
8:54 to go, second period. At 11:06, the time of that goal. 3-0 Birmingham.
I'm trying to think about what else can I talk about from the 90s, because every time we do, good things seem to keep happening. So
Colin Tracy picks up the lone assist. That's his second of the night. Pensacola takes the puck, lifts it to center ice. Rhodes gets past Gagnon, far right wing side, brings it in, cuts through the slot, takes a shot, score.
yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Well,
He's the leading rookie
Yeah.
scorer in the league, and that's part and parcel why he's gifted with the puck. And that 2-goal lead that Birmingham had and increased to 3 is right back to 2. 8:37 to go here in the second.
well, and you can see why he's the leading rookie scorer in the league, Jody, because he came down there on the right side, and I mean, hit the brakes, cut right back down to the middle. I think it caught Youngworth off guard a little bit as he was coasting backwards, and then that opened up that room in the slot, and he just fired it through Youngworth, just snuck through Stewart, and we got a new ball game back to your favorite lead in hockey.
Yeah.
2-goal lead.
17 seconds after the goal by Danny Waite, Pensacola gets on the board. Now bringing it right back in is Tyler Burney. Look out, backhander save made. Rebound loose in the slot. Sinclair picks it up. Back through center ice, the Bulls take it. Wood goes in after. Romaterio will catch up with it first. Wood takes it to the boards. Birmingham picks the loose puck up. Played around the boards. They try to bounce it off the boards. It does, but steered to the side by Prop. Pensacola can't clear. Tied up along the far side. Crimmin is there for Birmingham and gets past him, and Glover will pick it up for the Bulls. Glover calls for replacement. Sinclair chips it in. Kipledzianko now on the ice. Prop takes it, steers it for his defenseman. Shackle now with the puck. Slides it back behind the net. Jones will have to give chase. Bronte is there. Tyron Bronte behind his own net. Plays it out of the reach of Jones. Danny Waite has it in front. Deflected. Goes high and wide, picked up now by Aromaterio. He'll skate away. Two Bulls back defensively. Crimmin and Scott. Shackle with the puck. Takes the shot. Nice block there by Scott. Behind the net. Puck comes free. Look out. Centers a pass for Bronte. Tipped away by the Bulls, but it comes straight to Mastrangeli. Back to Shackle. Crimmin on him. Puck tied up along the far boards. Now played down low. Ethan Price centers one.
Wow.
Save made by Stewart. Right in front.
Holy
Bronte
cow.
was there and had an excellent look at it, but Stewart got the blocker on it and sends it out of play.
And that is that dangerous pass, Jody, where they go behind the net, and you think they're going to come around out the other side, but they don't. They put the puck on their backhand, and you can see that's a set play by Pensacola because he was set, waiting, and got a rip off of a shot as everybody's watching the guy go around the net. Hayden Stewart was right on top of it, rolled out the big blocker.
Soretsky wins the draw for Birmingham, has it, tries to curl away from Price, taken away by Shackle. Now Soretsky's there, takes his pass away. Birmingham costs the puck up through the slot, backhands a pass over behind Price. Soretsky has it for Birmingham. Shackle on him. Birmingham having trouble getting out of their zone. Finally, Olenek just chips it ahead. Pellinger has it. Right back in the Bull zone. Shackle tips it. He's at the end of his shift. Scahill picks it up for Birmingham. Long pass through center ice. Knocked in by Olenek. Gronick giving chase. Can't catch up with it. Near side played by Pellinger. Ahead for Stock. Has German with him. Scott cuts wide. Gets behind Gagnon. Behind the net. Gagnon, good job. Bodies him off the puck.
Yep.
Now played by Birmingham into the corner and out through center ice. 6:16 to go, second period. Birmingham 3, Pensacola 1. Cooper Jones sets it up for Stock. Stock, cross-ice pass off the near boards for Aromaterio. Sadowski takes it away. Tied up behind the Bulls net, sent far side for Wood. Matt Wood, a nice play back through center ice. Glover is there. He catches up with it first. Bross is back. Drops it back for Sinclair. It was behind him. Now taken away and played by Stock. Back into the Bull zone. Play picking up. Bross in front for Stock. Behind the net, puck goes. Loose. There's a wraparound and a big, strong play there by Stock. Got the shot off. Save made by Stewart. Penalty coming up. This one will be on Birmingham's. Guess who? No, that's on Sadowski. I thought Britton was out there. The play will be on Sadowski. They'll get a holding call on Sadowski. 5:31 to go here in the second period. Pensacola will go on their second power play of the night. That goal by Rhodes, his 23rd of the year for the rookie. Julius, Cooper Jones on the assist, 11:23 the time of the goal. As I said, just 17 seconds after Danny Wade had given the Bulls a 3-0 lead.
Well, a little bit out here, Jody, kind of feels like the Wild West there for the last 3 minutes or so. You know what I mean? Things just got kind of fast and loose in a hurry. And, you know, there's not so much of that two-man defense, a lot of odd-man rushes and things like that. We'll see what Pensacola could do here on the power play.
They had the face-off in the Bull zone. Soretsky wins it for Birmingham, but it gets past Gagnon. Tied up in the corner. Bull tries to kick it free, and he does. Shane Bull with the puck. Near side, Kurapov was there. Bull plays it behind the net for German. Youngworth tips that puck away. It's loose. Played behind the net. Back far side, Shane Bull. Back at the point, Mastrangeli to Bull. Bross tipped the puck out of his own zone himself. He was waiting for a one-timer. When he put the stick down on the ice, thinking better of it, it deflected out. Pensacola will bring it right back in. Mastrangeli plays it on the far boards. He'll cut behind the net. Gagnon ties him up. Loose puck picked up by Bross. Near side, Kurapov. Looks for a place to go. Near face-off circle. Back at the point, Mastrangeli. Bross through the slot, back to Mastrangeli. Bottom of the face-off circle, there's a score. Kurapov, he slid that puck through the slot. Kurapov was waiting for it in the near circle.
Oh, yeah.
And he just buried it. Power play goal for Pensacola. Cuts the Birmingham lead to 3-2.
Jody, Kurapov, he's been waiting over there ever since Pensacola got in the zone. And I was sitting here watching it, and I was like, okay, Pensacola's overloading the right side. They're moving it around, taking it. But Kurapov intentionally stayed out of the play, out of sight, out of mind. And then they work it over there down low, and he just creeps back into that seam. They hit him across, nothing Hayden Stewart could do on that
No,
one.
not
But
a thing.
great shot by Kurapov, and here we are again. 3-2 hockey game. How do you feel about a 1-goal lead, Jody?
Not good. That's why I don't like 2-goal leads. Stop by Stewart, steered in the corner. Scahill plays it behind the net. Birmingham will try and get that goal back. Sinclair will bring it in. He has Wood with him. Sneaks by the defense. Tried a centering pass. Bernie intercepts. He'll take it the other way. 3 Bulls back defensively. Bernie is cut off from the puck. Played near side. Rhodes is there. Slides one down for Poulias. Back to Pellinger. Pellinger through the slot. Glover with escape. Blocks that. Keeps it away from Stewart. Bernie holds on to the puck. Pensacola with possession in the Bull zone. It's seemingly hard to get the puck away from them. Now behind the net, Rhodes tips it away from Waite. Centers a pass. Tipped away by Scahill. Birmingham comes the other way. Danny Waite can't get past Jones. Waits for some help. Slides one over. There's a shot by Brasini, just high and wide. Far side. Cooper Jones now behind his own net, taken away by the Bulls. Sadowski's at the point. Gets back to Soretsky. His shot altered by Bernie. Birmingham has possession though. Kip Ledzianko drops it back. Scott, he winds up, shot off of his skate, goes far side. Good idea. He's looking for a deflection. Brasini tries to keep it alive for Birmingham. Kip Ledzianko does. He'll cut behind the Pensacola net. Centers one for Sadowski. His shot altered in front by Rhodes. Loose puck all the way back to the blue line. Bulls keep it in. Chips a pass over. Shot through, save made, rebound loose in the slot. Kip Ledzianko is there, couldn't control it. He'll take it along the far boards. He has Scott near side. Scott takes the shot. That one whistles wide and all the way back down the ice, out of his net. Stewart plays it nicely up for Soretsky. Has Gronick in front, takes the puck, takes a shot. Score!
Yeah.
I wasn't sure that snuck in. Brock is actually arguing that it hit the post and not in. I believe they're going to take a look at this, Greg. I didn't call the goal because I assumed when the red light wasn't on,
I think it hit that
that it hit that crossbar and came down.
I don't know.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Here's the replay of it. They're showing now. That's not a goal, Greg.
No. In the old days, Jody, there was the middle bar that went straight back from the crossbar in the middle, and that's what I was looking for to see, because I'm like, okay, did it hit the bar and come straight down? But I don't think they're going to get that. I don't know if they're going to
look at it even. Now, the replay I saw, I didn't see both replays. They're letting the players that were in the penalty box back on the ice. The referee goes to the scorer's table. Right now, the scoreboard says 4-2, Colton Olenek and Ethan Price going to the referee's table to get some sort of an explanation.
Well, I guarantee you.
They're waiting at center ice for a face-off, but Pensacola's still arguing that wasn't a goal.
Right, and Pensacola's coach is going to let this one get away, Jody. He's going to pull the ref over.
They're going to have to look at it.
And he's going to want a review. And
that's what he's asking for right now. So we'll see what they do.
Wow.
As he started to skate away from the Ice Flyers bench.
And
he's making his position known. I don't know, Greg. This one, I've never been good at these judgment calls. I don't think I've hit one all year long. So if he goes to take a look at it, I'm not going to make a prediction.
Right. Well, what I didn't like about it,
He's
Jody,
going to look right now.
What I didn't like about it, do I want the goal? Absolutely. But
I didn't see it cross the line.
Yep. So the goal judge down there, he doesn't get it wrong very often.
Yep.
And he didn't go.
He hesitated.
Right.
When the referee pointed, that's when he put the light on.
That's right.
And as I said, and that shot initially was taken, I thought it hit the crossbar, bounced down out.
Right.
I hope I'm wrong. But again, that's what I saw.
I was kind of hoping Prop
I don't think it's going to be a goal.
I was kind of hoping Prop would have indirectly kicked it back in across the goal line, but even that didn't happen.
Prop calmly just turned around and just pointed to the crossbar, so I think he knew. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. I think this is going to wind up being a face-off into Pensacola into the ice and not at center ice.
Wow.
2:40 to go here in the second period while we wait on the word.
The universe does owe us one, though, Jody. Like after last
Yeah, I
night,
think last night they missed one, but whatever.
Goal, almost goal. I mean, I never realized, but did you see? I saw the replay today, and I saw it, and I was like, holy cow. Like, Ledzianko, when he put that one in last night that didn't count, he didn't just backhand it with his stick. He actually turned his stick blade over with the stick blade facing down and, like, picked the puck between the goalie's legs and just pulled it across. And I was like, wow. That's pretty impressive hand-eye coordination there by Ledzianko.
He's taking his time to check it out. That tells me it's not cut and clear.
Right.
If it was a goal or not.
And
if you don't know, you have to stay with the call that was made. But I have a feeling we're going to have a no goal. No goal. That's what I thought.
Well, it has.
Now the fans are really going to be angry.
They're not going to like it, but I mean, I agree with the call.
I do too. I do too.
You know,
based on what we saw.
Yep. Heck of
Now we saw one replay. But after last night, that's what is going to set the fans off.
Right.
We had one.
Heck of a shot, though, by Gronick.
No doubt.
I mean,
no doubt.
He put that
just
one.
missed by, inches, if not centimeters. Soretsky, Gronick, Skahill, Kremen. We need one more on the ice.
Yep.
We're giving an explanation to head coach Craig Simchuk. Again, I saw one replay. You saw one replay.
This is the right call.
It appears to be.
Well,
but we didn't see 2 or 3 different angles, but we did see one that was definitely.
Last night I didn't see it either, Jody, but I had a feeling, you know what I mean? And the feeling last night was good goal. The feeling tonight is, that was close.
3-2 now the score. 2:40 to go. Face off in the Pensacola zone. Picked up by Mastrangeli, who lifts one out and down. Skahill lets it go. They're going to call this one icing, and that was Skahill kind of turned his body oddly on that one to let it go. Good idea, and it worked. Face off back in the Pensacola zone.
I'm telling you.
This is going to come down to the wire again, Greg.
Oh, it is for sure. But, I mean, look at the shots on goal are starting to creep away here a little bit, Jody.
Yeah.
And I never really noticed it, up until this point because it was, 13-13
after one.
Now, Pensacola's opened it up, and I'm telling you, Hayden Stewart has been standing huge back there in the net for the Bulls.
13-6, the shots on goal right now in the second period.
That's right.
In favor of Pensacola, and it's showing on the scoreboard. They got a couple of goals to show for it. 2:32 to go. Now, again, Birmingham really needs 2 points.
Yep.
In the worst of ways tonight.
Regulation.
I'm not really concerned about regulation because Pensacola, I'm not sure we can catch them in the standings. I'll have to check the numbers and see. But I know for a fact we need 2 points, not one, like we received last night.
So Pensacola, their magic number right now, they're sitting at 62 in second place, Jody. And what we said about Fayetteville in the intermission, they could finish with 61. So 61's the magic number. So it's tight.
Face off to the left of Prop, a little premature movement. They'll try it again. Soretsky is there for Birmingham on the draw with Price. Played along the boards. Mastrangeli shovels it back for Romaterio. Off the stick of the Bulls, back down behind the net, picked up by Skahill. He'll wrap one around near side for Olenek. It gets past him, back into the Pensacola zone. Romaterio ahead for Shackle. Soretsky tries to take the puck away. Shackle will bring it in. Cuts around Kremen. Skahill takes him away. He gets the shot off. Stewart makes the save. Now Shackle doesn't like the shot. Now here they go. Skahill giving him a one. There's a left. Now he just grabs the helmet. Shackle did of Skahill. They'll wrestle around with each other. Uppercut by Skahill. He's grabbed the hold to Shackle, not letting. Now behind the net, we still have more going on. Shackle and Skahill still going at it. Far boards, both lines are going to step in as they both go down. Skahill giving them another couple of punches as they went down. Now Price behind the net gives a right hand to...
Yeah, the D came in, Jody. The face-off's got to go outside the blue line.
That was Gronick he gave the one time to. The guy, Price is saying, let's go. He's trying to drop his gloves with him. He's trying to goad him on. Gronick would be well just to say no.
Yep.
Let's see what calls are made here. Soreski takes Price out of the equation and moves him away from Gronick. Price and Gronick still mouthing with each other. Gronick gets away.
Well, it's that.
Price is telling him, let's go.
Right. Gronick saying, who are you?
This may get interesting before it's over with.
Oh, yeah.
Things are starting to turn the other way as Price still giving him the business, at least verbally. Pellinger now has something to say to him as well as he comes on the ice.
Pensacola's waking up here a little bit, Jody, and they're starting to, carry their oats a little bit like they did last night. A little bit of the mouthing after the whistles.
Well, that's what going from a 3-0 deficit to a 3-2 deficit can do to you.
That's right. So, we'll see here. But, hey, Shackle, and keep in mind here, because Scahill's what, 5'11", maybe just under 6 foot. Shackle's 6'4". So I think he thought a little bit of the big man syndrome, not really knowing much about Scahill, but I'm telling you, Scahill's one of those quiet guys who he will throw bombs if he has to. And Shackle pushed the issue, and I think he found out.
Both will get 5 minutes for fighting.
Yep.
With 2:10 to go here in the second period. I always wonder, why not send them to the locker room? You've got 5 minutes. They're going to serve no matter what, if not more, because they have to wait for the next stoppage. 2 minutes to go in the period. Get them off the ice. Am I wrong?
Nope.
But they're in the box, which means they'll come out of the box and have something to say to each other then as well. You put them in the locker room, you remove that opportunity. 2:03 to go. Face off in the Bull zone.
You should be the head of officiating, Jody.
I don't want anything to do with it. They would laugh at me if I tried. Glover controls for Birmingham, plays it back for Youngworth, off the boards for Wood. Kurapov takes the puck away. Suki with it. His shot deflected by Gagnon into the far board. Suki will retain it. Gets it back for Jones. He takes the shot. Save is made. There's another one. That one off the stick of Kurapov. He tried to roof it high. Couldn't do it. Birmingham takes it out the other way. Matt Wood, left wing side. Sends one in front for Sinclair, past him. Played along the near boards and out by Pensacola. A minute and a half to go. Shane Bull with the puck. 3-on-2. Suki with it. Drops it back for Romaterio. Penalty coming up on the Bulls. Shot goes high and wide.
Look
Picked
out.
up. Now back behind the play. Tracy and Bull. Bull gives him a left. Tracy goes down. I think Tracy was going to get the initial penalty. Now Bull may go with him. I don't know. But the initial penalty was coming up on the Birmingham Bulls. Bull and Tracy still having a talk.
And, I don't know, Jody, but, if you're Tracy there and you're going into the corner, you lead with your stick like that, don't the gloves come down right after usually?
You would think.
Well, I don't know.
Now Tracy's going to go to the penalty box, so I don't think Pensacola's going to get any.
No. He had the initial.
Now Bulls is heading that way, though, so maybe I'm wrong. Slowly skating, but that penalty box door is not open. Now it does come open. Bull will go in, so maybe Tracy killed a penalty right there and a power play opportunity for Pensacola by pulling Bull with him. I don't know. We'll get the call in a second. 29-19 shots on goal right now in favor of Pensacola. 16 in here in the second period. Here's the penalty.
2 minutes for roughing. Number 12, Shane Bull, 2 minutes for roughing. Birmingham penalty. Number 5, Colin Tracy, 2 minutes for roughing and 2 minutes for cross-checking.
There you
Okay,
go.
the extra penalty goes cross-checking.
And I was going to say, Jody, if I was reffing, I would call it. I'd give Tracy 4, and I'd give Bull 2. So I like that because Tracy carried it on. You know what I mean? Bull got involved. So, yeah, there's 2 roughs there, but Tracy had the initial one. So good job by Tracy trying to suck him in. He did, but the ref made the right call. 4 and 2, and here go the Bulls again, because I think this is going to wind out, 4 on 3? 4 on 3 for the first, no?
No, I don't think so.
Or 5?
It's not 5 on 4.
Okay, he's just going to do it.
He canceled out the 2 minors, so
okay.
it'll be a 5 on 4 for Pensacola. Britton will go serve the penalty. Now 3 Bulls in the penalty box with Kenny Britton going over. 5-on-4 advantage right now. 1:25 to go in the period. I would say this is a big penalty kill for Birmingham.
100%.
Sinclair on the draw, gets it back to Gagnon, whips one around the boards. Ledzianko takes it. Had Sinclair cruising, but he does clear the zone. Jones now has it. Slides it over far side and back near side Rhodes. Rhodes gives it up for Bernie. Near corner, puck tied up. Bernie taken down by Gagnon. Puck squirts free. German, Gagnon goes down. Back at the point, a minute to go. Jones gives it near side Rhodes. Cross-ice pass tipped by Sinclair. Pensacola gets it back. Poulias with it. Poulias holding on to the puck. Suki goes down toward the slot. Near side Rhodes has it. Rhodes takes the shot, blocked in front. There's a puck, comes in front, loose. Suki has one shot at twice. Now back the other way, Birmingham comes. That's Kip Ledzianko with it. He's going to be all by himself. Kip holds on to the puck. Good job, clears it back himself to kill some more time. Gets it back to Scott. Excellent job by Kip Ledzianko. Now Sadowski sends it ahead. That's Olenek with it. He comes in, takes a shot, save made by Prop. Puck comes out far side. Pellinger has it. 15 seconds to go. He'll bring it in the Bull zone. Pellinger cross-ice pass connects with Kurapov. Save is made. Rebound there. Bernie has it, but Stewart sees the puck underneath, and he puts the mitt there. That puck was loose for a second, Greg.
It was, Jody. And as that puck came across, it wasn't a jerk and clear, so to speak, as far as that puck came. It came, initially went past him, bounced off the wall, and then he shot it. So Hayden just came off the post, and just at the last second, squeezed back over, made the save, and then was right in position to cover it up. But holy cow, Flyers all over his doorstep.
Face-off with 6.9 seconds remaining. Moved prematurely. Now Gagnon.
Yeah, he's ready to
Kurapov
go.
Pushing and shoving. Gagnon is not happy about something.
Is that who he went with last night?
No, it wasn't Kurapov. I don't remember who it was. We'll look it up if you want. Now Gagnon and Kurapov still moving.
He's still saying, come on.
Puck is dropped. Gagnon steps in front of Kurapov, ices it, and then gives Kurapov a shove, and that's going to do it for the second period. Birmingham escapes after giving up 18 shots on goal in that period. 18-7 advantage for Pensacola. They closed a Bull gap that had we had a 3-0 lead. Now it's 3-2.
Hey, Jody, Pensacola didn't send out their whole team.
Well, now they're going.
Well,
Not
now
all
they
of them.
are, but they're doing it, after most of the Bulls cleared their...
The linesman got in the way that time.
Right.
Like they used to talk about they're
there you
supposed
go.
to. Now they'll exit the ice, and that'll do it. That was an interesting period. The intensity definitely picked up.
Yep.
But Pensacola took the play, at least skating-wise, stick handling-wise, shot-wise, to the Bulls. That 3-goal lead erased pretty quickly, and it's 3-2. So we got 20 minutes to go here, Greg. A 1-goal lead for the Bulls.
Yep. Well, fortunately there, Jody, for the Bulls, the efforts of Hayden Stewart don't go unnoticed, because without some of those saves, it could be a lot different story than carrying a 1-goal lead into the third period. So if I'm the Bulls, I'm pretty happy about that going down there, but it's almost like, let's hit the reset button and think about and gather up some of that emotion and things, and think back to how we felt before the game and reharness that energy and bring it out here and unleash it in the third.
Well, we got to wait for that. I don't know if you're Craig Simchuk, though. What do you do to channel this effort, this energy that they're going to have to bring out? They're going to have to outwork Pensacola in this third period. It's not going to be easy for them, is my point. They've got to work for this win.
Yeah, I don't think that's where Simchuk is going to come into this, Jody, and go down there and have to do that, because I think that energy is going to come from within. I think he just needs to come in and remind them about what are the keys to victory here. Where have we had success? Guys getting in front of the net.
Yeah.
Paying the price. Plays by like Waite, Ledzianko, Glover. I mean, those guys are showing up on the scoreboard, Jody, because they're working their butts off in the defensive end in all three zones. You know what I mean? I think those are the things that I highlight there. And, you know, you just tell them, boys, you got 20 minutes left. Win a period, win a game. Let's go out there, get this done. We need these 2 points and make it happen.
You brought up a good point about coming in close. All three of the Bulls goes have come very close to the net. One from actually behind the net from Glover. So the perimeter shots aren't working, but the traffic in front is.
Right. The
rebounds will be there. The deflections will be there. Next goal is crucial, I'd say. Next goal is a very big goal in this hockey game.
100%. And I think there's going to be more than one goal scored in the third period.
Yeah, I do too, Greg. I do too.
I think the magic number going into the third period is you're going to see 3 goals scored. How those 3 goals fall will remain to be seen, and we'll come back in about 16 minutes and let you know how it unfolds.
All right, that'll do it for the second period of play. Greg Dreveny along with Jody Chernesky. Score at the end of 2, Birmingham 3, Pensacola 2. Stay with us, everyone. welcome back to the Pelham Civic Complex. Jody Chernesky here, along with Greg Dreveny, getting set for the third period of play. Birmingham up 3-2, and Pensacola Yangler, I hear you, but you're not here to do anything about it. If you want to, you know where the Pelham Civic Complex is. Maybe we'll see you in the playoffs, and you can come and tell me that to my face. How about that? I'd love it.
Bring it.
Around the league tonight, Greg, what's happening?
So, Jody, Peoria taking care of business with Knoxville. That's good news for the Bulls. Peoria 3-1. They're up with 9 minutes and 40 seconds left. Birmingham up 3-2 over Pensacola. 20 minutes left in the big third period. And Quad City in Evansville battling back 1-1 with 8 minutes left in the third period. And Roanoke after 2, they're up 1-0 over Huntsville. So, what does all that mean? Absolutely nothing, because it is so close, it's so tight, Jody. It's going to come down, I'm telling you, to the last period of the last game.
Yeah, it is.
For every team this year, from 2nd to 10th place. Peoria, they've already locked up their stuff, but outside of Peoria, I'm telling you, Jody, it's going right down
wide
to the
open.
wire.
Wide open this
And
year.
that's a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? I mean, nobody likes it when there's two teams that are in the doghouse and they're totally out of the action this time of year. Makes every period, every minute, every game so important.
All right, here we go. Pensacola will start the third period on the power play. 35 seconds remaining on the penalty to Colin Tracy. Pensacola down 3-2. They're standing in the penalty box. I guess they're wanting out. Not going to happen. Okay, Tyler Burney on the draw for Pensacola. McGregor Sinclair for the Bulls. Controlled by the Ice Pilots. Ice Flyer. See, I did it again.
Yep.
Maybe I did it on purpose. Birmingham takes the puck and clears it back down the ice. Prop will play it. We're down to 20 seconds of power play time remaining. Jones, he'll take the puck and go ahead. Danny Wade on him. Jones will drop it back. Played by Poulias. Brings it into the Bull zone. Nice pass over for Rose. Poulias takes it. Save made by Stewart. Rebound in front. Not once, but twice. Burney shoveling the puck in. Now they'll try to move the traffic. Poulias. Suki is now grabbing a hold of someone. Is that Gagnon again?
Probably.
Cooler heads will prevail. But that all started with just 1, 2, 3 shots at the puck. It was Gagnon. In close on Stewart. 8 seconds now remain on the power play for Pensacola.
How about Gagnon, Jody? He takes a licking and keeps on ticking. You know what I mean? I mean, whenever something's going on down there, he's always the guy who's always in the front and center down there. Front row seat. And the D came in, so the good news is that will pull the draw outside into the neutral zone.
Face-off control by Pensacola. Down to 5 seconds of power play time remaining. Pellinger will fire it in. Near side, Kurapov. Birmingham's back to full strength. Danny Waite tips it away. Picked up by Bross, though, for Kurapov. He loses possession. Birmingham has it. Kipledzianko drops it back on defense. Crimin hopped over his stick. Sadowski picks it up. Just lifts one out of the zone. Brought back in by Pellinger. Has German with him. Pellinger tried to get it back to German. Tipped away, but German finds the loose puck. Tyler German with it. Back at the point for Bross. Nice move around Kipledzianko. Keeps it alive into the corner. Now Waite takes the hit from German. Crimin takes the puck away and slides it back and out of the zone. Danny Waite with it. Brings it into the Pensacola zone. Slides the pass over. Taken away by a high stick and come out. Mastrangeli gets the stick up on Gronick. The referee was standing right there, and unlike last night, the arm went up.
Yep. I'm telling you.
Birmingham will go on the power play for the third time tonight.
The ref was right there in position, made the call, no question there. The only question is it going to be 2 or is it going to be 4? Gronick trying to make the case here, saying, hey, look. But
It's going to be 2.
yeah, intentional. Nah, you know. Got to
The
stick
stick
up
got up
battling.
accidentally, but you're still responsible for your own
You
stick.
got it.
So that, well, he does get a double minor.
Wow.
So that tells me he must have drawn blood. I didn't see it when he came off the ice, but we'll take it. 4-minute power play for the Birmingham Bulls as Master Geely heads to the penalty box. Face off in the Pensacola zone. Sinclair will be on the draw for the Bulls. Bernie for Pensacola. A little premature movement. Wood and Aromatario, they'll get back and settle in. Sinclair wins positioning. Gets the puck back to Youngworth. Ledzianko back to Youngworth. Kept pressured on the play by Stock. He gets it back to Youngworth. Near side pass for Sinclair. A lot of perimeter passing right now for the Bulls. Sinclair with it. Almost lost it. Youngworth gave it up for Kip. Birmingham does a good job, keeps it alive. Sinclair with it. Woods out there. He takes the puck from Sinclair. Slides one down low. Back at the point it's played. Glover in front. Tried to get him the puck. Sinclair holds on to it. Gets back to Kip Ledzianko near side. Sinclair now back at the point. Played by Youngworth near side Ledzianko. And shot deflected by Woods. Save made by Propp, and a nice one. Puck played along the far boards. Birmingham will try and keep it in. It gets to Pensacola, and they'll clear it down the ice.
Pensacola, a lot of pressure on this PK, Jody. Forcing the Bulls, not letting them really get set up and do what they want to do. So we'll see how the Bulls respond on this next rush.
Brasini quickly into the Pensacola zone. Has Soretsky in the slot. Can't get him the puck. He's tied up by Pellinger. Ethan Price as well. Puck played down low. Olenek back at the point for Scott. Bronick, or Brasini that is, lost it. Pensacola clears. Hayden Stewart out of his net, plays it. He'll drop it back and Birmingham will set the play. 2.5 to go in this power play for the Bulls. Pensacola's killed a minute, 30 seconds. Olenek will bring it in. The former Ice Flyer gets it back to Scott. Far side, down low it's played. Back to Scott. Near side Waite. Scott, one-timer, goes wide. Right behind the net, Soretsky is there. He couldn't get the rebound. Back behind the net. It gets past everyone and out. Scott will have to retrieve. Danny Waite, stick handles away. 4 men back. They poke it away from Danny, and Tyler German lifts it down the ice. UPK unit for the Bulls, Hayden Stewart, had no choice but to cover that one up. As right in front of him, Zach Bross was waiting for him to try and move it. 1:50 to go on the power play for Birmingham. 16-25 here in the third. Bulls still maintaining a slim 3-2 lead.
Well, the good news for Pensacola is, Jody, they survived that first 2 of the 4 minutes. Because if you could score in the first 2 minutes of that 4-minute power play, then the clock just resets down to 2 and you still get another 2-minute power play. So, under 2, the Bulls still have 1 minute and 50 seconds to try and get one here.
Face-off controlled by Pensacola. They'll smack it over to the far corner. Scott will play it behind his net, and here come the Bulls. Curling back is Sinclair. Ross doing a good job forechecking for Pensacola. Birmingham wasting some time here on this power play. Youngworth takes the puck now through center ice. He'll drop it back. Birmingham still hasn't escaped their own zone. Finally, they do. Sinclair ahead for Wood, who takes a huge hit from Bross. On the far side, Youngworth a good job to keep it alive.
Again.
In front, score! Guess who? Sinclair.
Yep.
From that far face-off circle, took the feed, and in what used to be Carson Rose's office, hammered it home on a one-timer. Birmingham on the power play retakes a 2-goal lead.
Well, taking a page out of Pensacola's book, Jody, that's exactly where they like to set up, especially last night. And here come the Bulls with the same play, throwing it down low, back up just inside that face-off dot. And Sinclair launched a rocket. Propp had no chance on that one. Bulls back up by 2.
At time of that goal, 4:08 of the third period of play. We'll get the call in a moment. Ross Bull brings it in. He gets past Crimmins, centers one through everyone, gets back to the blue line, played by Aromatario. Slides it over for Shackle. Pensacola starting to buzz. Aromaterio with it. They're moving quickly. Drops it back. Shackle has it. Takes a shot. He scores.
Yep, just like that.
Moving up Pensacola, puck in the offensive zone of Birmingham. And if you don't get it away, that's what happens. Pensacola makes them pay.
Good job on the high cycle there, Jody. Maintain that puck possession, set it up. But more importantly, that high cycle, getting it set up, is more about allowing the guy to get down in front of Hayden Stewart and create traffic. That's exactly what happened on that one. Pensacola didn't waste the opportunity. Nice low shot, and right through the wickets of Hayden Stewart. Now here we go again. 4-3.
Again, a quick answer for Pensacola. 24 seconds after the Bulls take a 2-goal lead. First time it was 17 seconds. 4-3 the hockey score. Birmingham out in front. Bulls play possession of the puck. Through center ice, looking for Waite. Price chips it ahead to Bronte. Bronte will bring it in. Takes a shot, blocked by Gagnon. Puck goes behind the net. Sadowski plays it. He just lifts one out. Glove down by Pellinger. Picked up by Price. Maybe a hand pass on that. Price takes a shot. Gagnon again blocks it. Loose puck in the near face-off circle. Picked up by Ledzianko. Gets it ahead to Waite. Kip tried to split the defense. Chips it back. Intercepted there by Suki. He'll send it near side. Bronte takes it. Loose puck now. Waite finds it. Danny Waite spins away from one. Drops it back for Kip. Tracy is there. He couldn't hold it in. Puck gets all the way back into the Bull zone. Brasini will play it. Tracy has it. Gets it up through center ice. Tipped in. Glover. Prop out of his net. Plays it near side for Mullen. Big hit. Tracy delivers on Poulias. Birmingham with it. Sends it back into the ice. Flyer zone. Back to center ice. Poulias is there. He's hit again by Tracy. Loose puck picked up by Youngworth. Drops it for Tracy. Tracy played it for Glover. Mullen played it himself. It tipped it into his own zone now, but far boards played by Shackle. Out to center ice. Poulias is there. Gives it to Bernie. Outside the zone, the puck is played, though. Poulias gets it back to Aromaterio. Jones has it for Kurapov. Slides the puck through everyone. Skahill will play it off the boards, but not out. Shot. Puck behind the net, played by Birmingham. Now through center ice. Shackle played it. Soreski takes it away. Gives it to Gronick, who will play it back on his defense. Now through center ice. Soreski tips it in. Puck is behind the Pensacola net. Forechecking there is Gronick. Hard work ties the puck up. Bull tries to take it away, and he does. Gets it along the far boards, now near side. Mastrangeli through center ice. Mastrangeli cuts through the slot. Sends a backhander save made by Stewart. Bull cruising. They make sure he gets behind the net instead of in front of Stewart. Still a little pushing and shoving. Stewart holds it for the faceoff. 13:02 to go here in the third period. 4-3 Birmingham.
And that, Jody, it looked like an innocent enough backhander, but I'm telling you, as a goaltender, those backhanders are some of the hardest shots to stop because you can't get a read off the wrist break of the guy coming in. So, good job on Hayden Stewart there, and it kind of knuckled off his stick with the backhander off a Bull, but Stewart stopped it, maintained it, and no rebound there. You can see Pensacola, they're back to rushing and creating opportunities down there in front of the paint for Hayden Stewart.
Last two goals to get you caught up. McGregor Sinclair gave the Bulls a 4-2 lead on the power play, his 16th of the year from Drake Glover once again and Kip Ledzianko. 24 seconds later, though, Kurapov gets his second of the night, the ninth of the year. Aromaterio and Shane Bull on the assist, and that's where we stand right now, 4-3 Birmingham with 13:02 to go in the hockey game.
So what's that, 2 third period goals now?
2 third period goals. We had 1, 2, 3, 4 in the second, 2 by each team.
Yep. And the over-under was 3 coming into the third.
And
so who gets the next one?
We'll have to drop the puck again, wait on the draw for Birmingham. I think they've tossed him, though. Now he'll come back in, opposite Bull. Shoveled back behind the net. Two Pensacola players there. Kurapov trying to get a hat trick, takes the puck away from Crimmin, gets it back to Bull. Sadowski goes over to meet him. There's a shot of one-timer. Save made by Stewart. Crimmin sends it around near side. Puck tied up along the near boards. Gets past to everyone, back to Kipledzianko. Has Brasini with him, but it gets all the way down low. Romaterio has it. He'll skate away. Nico Romaterio ahead to Kurapov. Look out, he's dangerous. Couldn't get the shot off. Good defensive play by the Bulls, tied up along the near boards. Still tied up. Bernie trying to poke it free. He does. As Shackle turns and spins. Pellinger tries to shovel it in front. Birmingham's Tracy intercepts, not out. Now puck gets to Sadowski. He's tied up by Shackle. Danny Wade is there, can't control it. Shane Bull has it. Bull, near side, Mastrangeli. Slap shot, pad save made by Stewart. Rebound to Shackle, look out. Comes to the bottom of the circle, loses control, regains it. Shackle comes out through the slot, fires, save again made by Stewart. It's a shooting gallery out here. Puck sent behind the net. Near side, Crimmin's gonna have to catch up with it and do something with the puck. Comes free to Bredzianko. He can't get it out either. Mastrangeli gloves it and drops it. Brings it right back in. Finally, Birmingham clears. They'll get it down the ice and a much-needed line change defensively and up front. Right back in, Pensacola sends it. Youngworth has it for Birmingham. For Sadowski. Gives it back to Youngworth near boards. Banks went off the boards and out for Wood. He'll play it. Sinclair brings it in, takes the shot, save made, rebound loose. Cleared by Pensacola, but not out. Gagnon keeps it alive. There's another shot. Penalty coming up on Romaterio. He's not happy about it, but he's going. He hauled Matt Wood down.
Yep.
He's still arguing. The referee was right there in the corner. They'll call a cross check on Nico Romaterio, sending Birmingham back to the power play. Birmingham had the league-leading power play coming in to this weekend series. I'm not so sure it's that way anymore. They're 0 for 4 on the power play tonight. This will be their 5th opportunity.
Well, and we talked about the difference that penalties make in a game, Jody, and that's another one by Pensacola that I bet you they wish they could take back.
I don't think Romaterio feels like that's a good call the way he was vehemently arguing, but the referee was in position.
Right.
We'll take the power play.
Just say good penalties, bad penalties.
Yeah.
If you take a bunch, you're going to find yourself in trouble on the scoreboard, and that's what's happening to Pensacola in this third period.
Price on the draw with McGregor Sinclair. To the left, Christian Prop. Sinclair wins it. Youngworth plays it far side for Kipledzianko. Down low, look out, they take the puck away and ice it as it got away from Sinclair. Stewart will leave it for his defense. Birmingham will bring it back up. Youngworth drops it back. Sinclair with it. Look out. Dangerous pass over to Kipledzianko. He'll bring it in. Try to backhand pass over for Wood. Off the skate of Pensacola and out to center ice. Right back in. Glover has it, but they'll call offside on Birmingham. Kip doesn't like it, but you're right.
That was right on.
It was offside.
Yep.
10 and a half to go here in the third period. 1:29 remaining on the Bulls power play. Birmingham up 4-3.
So the old Don Cherry saying, Jody, on the power play, you don't need misdirection because you've always got a guy open. Should just be straight, open man, move the bodies around, create the opportunities. This sauce and, you know, we've been talking about it all year with the hinge pass and all that stuff. I just feel like it just breaks the flow of what guys.
Well, it certainly slows it down.
Yeah, the guy's got to hit the brakes at the blue line and curl, and nobody knows what's going on. And, you know, get it deep north and south hockey. Stick to what works for you.
Bernie on the draw for Pensacola. Soretsky for Birmingham at center ice. Jones will play it off the boards, wraps it in right in on Stewart. He'll steer it aside for Danny Waite, and Birmingham gives it to Scahill. 1:20 to go here in the power play. Scahill. Pass to everyone, picked off by Mullen, right back into the Bull zone. Stewart and Scahill run into each other, almost coughed it up. Birmingham fortunate there. Danny Waite with the puck through center ice. Bernie watches him, he drops it back to Brasini, tips it in. Jones picks it up. for Pensacola and hammers it down the ice. Cahill has to come back. Stewart well out of his net, plays it. He's played the puck a lot tonight, Greg. Down to 45 seconds of power play time remaining for the Bulls. Scott has it through center ice. He'll bring it in, looks for a place to go, drops it back, look out. Shot save made again by Stewart, an easy one. He went down on his pads and squeezed it. 34 seconds of power play time remaining. Bersini had an opportunity, but Prop was there.
Well, Prop's not going to let in too many of those, Jody. They're coming out from just outside the top of the circle. He's been spot on money with anything he can see. And how are the Bulls scoring on him? Unconventional. And you can see, even from the blue line, they're trying to bank it off the back wall and doing different things. Glover, every time the puck's on his stick from behind the goal line, he's thinking, bank it in off his back, try something, because they got to figure out a way to beat this kid.
Okay, Greg, we got less than a period to go here.
Yeah.
What's going to happen in your opinion? You don't have to tell me a winner, but you have to tell me how many goals are going to be scored
I already said 3 in the third period.
Well, you got 2 of them.
Oh, so there's going to be 1 more.
Well, if you're right, can we go home in that third goal? That would mean Birmingham wins the game. If not, we're playing on.
Well, I didn't say if it was going to be overtime or not, so we'll just take the third period and we'll see which way this one's going to go. I'm with you.
34 seconds of power play time remaining for the Bulls. Sinclair and Bernie on the draw. No one really controls. It gets to German, who easily ices the puck. Stewart will take it and leave it for Youngworth. Youngworth with it, drops it back to Sinclair. Over to Youngworth, slowly through center ice. Glover will bring it in.
Jeepers.
Stick got up on the Bulls, no call. Ledzianko with it, far boards. Ledzianko plays it for Glover. In front, Wood was there, couldn't get the shot off. Kip has it. We're down to 2 seconds. Power play is over. Youngworth has it. Look out from behind. Kip Ledzianko was in front looking for a pass from Glover. It comes right to the side of the post. Prop saw it the whole way and covered up. That'll do it for a power play for the Bulls. They're 0 for 5, Greg, with 8:53 to go here in the third.
Yeah, and that one was a little more hurtful than the rest, Jody. I mean,
they didn't really get on track on that power play at all.
They had one good shot that was outside from the top of the circles, and, you know, kind of like that old school mentality where they had their success earlier, 5-on-5, just put a guy in front of the net and blast pucks at Prop, because that's when he seems to struggle.
Face off to his left. Loose in the corner. Bull is there, takes the puck, tries to get it out. Back into the Pensacola zone. Mullen has it. Lifts one out. Connects with Kurapov. Kurapov gets those skates going. He's quick. Goes down on the play, trying to draw a penalty. He doesn't do it. Birmingham sends it back into the Pensacola end of the ice. Cooper Jones picks it up. Long pass ahead, tipped in and out of play by Kurapov. Face-off will come outside the Birmingham blue line.
Tonight's attendance, Jody, 3,469.
Last home regular season game of the year for the Birmingham Bulls. And, you know, Greg, you and I have been doing this 4.5, 5 years, and we're able to meet a lot of nice people. Tonight I met, well, I'm not going to go there yet. I'll wait for the next intermission or media timeout to explain what happened. Master and Geely with it. He'll send it into the Bull zone, whips one around the board. Sadovsky plays it. Kevin gives it near side Gagnon for Brasini. A lot of ice time for the newcomer. Now Kip Ledzianko tried to center one out in front for Waite. Behind him, Master and Geely plays it. He'll bring it into the Bull zone. Gets past Sadovsky. Look out, Master and Geely. Centers one, a nice defensive play back by Gagnon. Sets it up far side. Here come the Bulls. Kip Ledzianko and Danny Waite. Gives it over to Brasini just out of his reach. Behind the net, played by Aromaterio. Near side, Master and Geely. Calmly through center ice, played to Bronte. He'll tip it into the Bull zone. Stewart backhands one over for Scahill. Up for Wood. Gets out of the zone, played by Pellinger. Puts it right back in. Doug Scott has it. Far side. Scahill Gets one to Glover. He couldn't really get all of it. Price takes the puck away, drops it back to Jones. Far side, Pellinger. Through center ice, looking for Bronte. Gets past him, but icing is going to be the call on Pensacola with 7:06 to go here in the third.
And there it is again, Jody. Pensacola, they caught fire there for a while, and then now they just seem to be back into that.
You know what, though? They seem to feed off of Birmingham goals.
Right.
Well, as soon as Birmingham has scored 2 goals, the last 2, they've just answered them just that quickly.
Bang, bang.
They start just cruising around in the Bull zone. Soretsky on the draw for Birmingham. Price for Pensacola. Soretsky controls, gets it back to Scahill. Off the skate of Olenek. He'll try and regain possession. Gets back behind the net to Soretsky. Curls away from Jones. Had to go down on his knee, though. Soretsky still with the puck, muscling away from Jones. Nowhere to go, slides it behind the net to Gronick. He gets away from Pellinger. Gronick off the boards for Scott. Scott over for Scahill. His shot is deflected and blocked. Pensacola's Suki has it. Gronick ties him up. Able to put it back in. Nice play, Kyron Gronick. Behind the net, puck is tied up. Pellinger pokes it free. Soretsky tried to get it away, couldn't. Suki plays it back to center ice where Scott has it for Birmingham. Under 6.5 to go. Scahill. Head for Brasini, tips it in. Kip goes in after it along with Cooper Jones. Along the far boards. Brasini was there. He overskated the puck. German comes back the other way. Youngworth will get there first. Now Tracy ties up his man behind the net. It comes free. Stock has it for Pensacola. Centers one out. Kip Ledzianko prone on the ice. Nice play. Tips it down the ice. No icing. Aromaterio has it. Loose puck picked up by Glover. His shot is deflected behind the net. Drake out in front. Wrap around, comes back behind the net for Wood. He'll get it back at the point to Tracy. Cross ice pass Youngworth. Sevels it in deep. Wood is there. In front, Glover was there. Couldn't get the shot off. Taken away now by Pensacola. Birmingham takes it right back. Sinclair, shot, stick save made by Prop. Puck goes out of play. Birmingham, a lot of pressure, Greg, in that Pensacola zone. A great job forechecking to keep the puck alive.
Well, you can see, Jody, on both teams, the best scoring opportunities come from bad exits, right? And Pensacola just had one there. Great defensive play by the Bulls to break that one up before Pensacola was gone. And lo and behold, you're looking at a 3-on-1. But yet again, Prop was there with a big blocker save to keep this one at 4-3.
Shane Bull and McGregor Sinclair on the draw. To the left of goaltender Christian Prop. A lot of premature movement. Shackle is going to be moved away, it looks like. He'll have to take the draw. Loose puck in that face-off circle. Birmingham controlled it, but it split the defense. Crimmin has to go back into zone to pick it up. This was going to be icing. No, it's going to be waved off as Matt Wood picks it up first. Shovels it behind the net. Sinclair is there. Can't get it away from Jones. It's tied up. Now Birmingham has it. Looks for a place to go out in front. Crimmin is there. Slides it over for Sadowski. Plays it down low to Wood. Wood had it taken away. Back behind the net, Mastrangeli has it. We're under 5 minutes to go here in the third. Birmingham clinging to a 1-goal lead. Puck comes right in on Stewart. Shovels it for Crimmin, taken away. Birmingham fires it right back out. Soretsky sets it up. He'll go down low after it, behind the net. Parker Soretsky is there. Shovels it for Olenek, taken out by Bross. Tied up, though. Gronick and Olenek fighting for possession. Underneath the skate of Olenek. Good job keeping it alive, keeping it away from Pensacola. Still tied up underneath the skates of Olenek. That's a veteran move is what that is. Now, Gronick taken down by Bross. Penalty is going to come up. I don't know if it's going to be coincidentals, but Bross took out Kyron Gronick. Gronick, if he did what I think he did, just tied up a player, and now he's caused a power play, or maybe an opportunity for a power play on the Bulls. Gronick and Shackle now having words. Gronick going to the bench, and I believe Bross will be the only one going to the box.
I missed that one, Jody. I'm just going to be straight up with you.
Well, I saw when Bross went after Gronick, no stick in his hand. He went and shoved him down to the ground, or to the ice, that is. I didn't see what Gronick said or did to deserve that. I know he wouldn't do it just for anything.
Yeah, and that's, I don't know.
Well, Bross is in the penalty box. Ethan Price skates over to the bench to explain it to his coach.
Something had to happen because Bross just came straight up out of the play, but nonetheless.
4:09 to go. This is our last media time. I want to get this in.
Yeah.
I've had a very rough day today, to say the least. Sometimes God works in mysterious ways, and if you don't like it tough, I'm going to say it anyway. He is in my life. He sent Danny Waite's mom to this booth tonight, and she was just so complimentary, so nice, so wonderful, so beautiful. I can't say enough things nice about Danny Waite's mom and how much I needed to hear what she had to tell me personally tonight. Dougie Waite, if you're listening, congratulations. You got a great woman. It must be nice being an NHL player. This woman has made my night, and I want you, when you talk to her, to tell her I said so. What a woman to come over here and say the things she did.
Well, and
she didn't have to do it, is my point.
People don't have to come over, Jody, but the fact that she came over, brought her daughter with her, had the family, and saying she just wanted to meet the voice behind the name, I mean, that's great.
Off the draw, Birmingham has it on the power play. Matt Wood takes a shot, save made by Prop. Wood had a good shot at it. He went down low on that face-off circle, but Prop had it the whole way. Again, I'm not trying to make light of anything. I'm not trying to bring attention to myself, but I really needed to hear that tonight.
Oh, amen.
And I appreciate so much what she said. Okay, 4:01 to go, minute 53. Remaining in the power play for the Bulls. Drake Glover on the draw for Birmingham. Ethan Price for Pensacola. Glover controls. Youngworth has it. Near side, Sinclair. Sinclair plays it down low. Wood thought about going in front, but was cut off. Look out, Pellinger is going to take the puck away. Now it's tied up. They'll try and dig it free, and Price does. Can't get it out. Sadowski scores! That's a Yako. I apologize. What a goal and what a way to break that monkey off his back. Kip Ledzianko sent a shot in from just inside the blue line, and Greg, I don't think he was shooting it. I think he was trying to keep it in the zone, and it somehow fluttered like a butterfly into the back of the net. Kip Ledzianko gives the Bulls another power play goal.
Jody,
Birmingham takes a 3-2, or excuse me, 5-3 lead.
There's your third goal, Jody. But Ledzianko, you're right, Jody. He was just hustling across, grabbed that puck at the top of the blue line on attempted clear, ripped it, and I think it might have hit German stick and knuckled up over Prop. Nonetheless, Bulls up 5-3, 3:35 to go here in the third period.
Birmingham sends the puck back into the Pensacola zone. Romaterio picks it up. Far side, Shackle will play it. Gives it up to Cooper Jones. Off the near boards, back into the Birmingham zone, played by Scahill. Shackle takes it away. Centers a pass broken up by Danny Waite. Birmingham has it. Brasini cruising, looking for the puck. Romaterio can't find it. Brasini there, can't take the puck away. Bull has it. Kane Bull skates away. Gets away from 1, 2, 3 men. Slides it over for Kurapov. Tried a return pass for Bull, intercepted by Scott. Clear back into Pensacola, into the ice. Glover has it. Against the far boards, turns his body to Mastrangeli, trying to pin it up. Sinclair takes it away. Back to Sinclair from Glover. Walks around near side of the net. Centers a pass in front. Wood was there, couldn't deflect it in. Mastrangeli behind his own net. He'll play it far side. Pensacola takes it away. 2.5 to go here in the third period. Back into the Bull zone. Puck will roll right in on Stewart. He'll play it for Gagnon. Jordan Gagnon has had a great game. Blocking shots, taking the body, making sure no one gets around him. I can't say enough about the play of Jordan Gagnon. Gronick intercepts, backhands one over for Soretsky, but it gets past him right in on Prop, who covers it up. 2:15 to go here in the third. Bulls up 5-3. And I believe in a few seconds here we may see the exit of Christian Prop in favor of an extra attacker. Kip Ledzianko's goal. His 17th of the year. Sinclair and Wood on the assist. Couldn't have come at a better time.
Yep, and
for Kip.
I wouldn't be surprised if you don't look for a timeout here, maybe. Not quite sure, but yeah, Jody, backing up what you said, you know, tonight's been a night, and it's almost like a 4-star night. You know, Glover, Waite, Gagnon. I mean, these guys just having a heck of an outing. And keep in mind, C.J. Walker,
Yeah.
he's suspended.
He's not in the lineup tonight, and big. Boy, we could use him. Back into the Pensacola zone, the puck is sent. Prop stops it. Plays it for Romaterio. Prop looks to the bench. Pensacola clears it to the Bull zone. Prop still in the net, though. He's not come out. Under 2 minutes to go. Gagnon has it. Ahead for Soretsky. Gets past him. No icing. This layup was tipped. Romaterio will play it. Bersini on him. Behind their own net. He tried to draw a penalty. That's not going to work. Not once, but twice. Bersini picks his stick up. Romaterio laughing about it, too. Now Jones has it. Through center ice, it's played for Poulias. Taken away by Bersini. At center ice, Bersini has it. He'll get it back to his defense. 1:25 to go, third period. Tracy with the puck. Gets it ahead to Bersini. He'll bring it in. Slides one over. Waite takes a shot. Goes wide of the net. Bersini was there again. He couldn't deflect it. Tracy shovels it behind the net for Waite. Danny with the puck. Far boards. Tried to drop it off. Birmingham keeps possession. Glover has it. Glover tried to shovel one over for Kip. Kip turns, spins, fires wide. Under a minute to go. Danny Waite has the puck, cuts behind the net. They are not allowing Pensacola to pull their goaltender. Danny Waite shovels one down low in front. Glover was there. His shot goes wide. Played along the near side boards. Bernie through the slot. Taken away by Birmingham. Sadowski scores! The forechecking, Greg, paid off the hard work. With even under a minute to go, not allowing possession from Pensacola. Sadowski roofs one, and this one is in the books. Birmingham, another goal.
100%, Jody, and there it was. Another muffed exit by Pensacola. Great job by Sadowski stepping up. And there it was, broken play, everybody going north. Trying to look for that 6-on-5, getting the goalie out of the net. Sometimes it doesn't work how you map it out. And so Sadowski, the most shots in the league, Jody, gets finally paid out.
He's led
with
Birmingham.
a goal.
He's led Birmingham defensemen in shots on goal all year long. And the reason that's so important, you got to get the puck on the net to get it in the net. Now another stick breaks behind the net. We're under 30 seconds to go. Groning has it, tried to get it in, taken away by Pensacola. Bronte loses possession. Olenek tips one in. Back to get it is Pellinger. Pellinger around the boards. For Stock, Olenek takes that away and puts it in deep as well. We're down under 15 seconds, now 10. Played ahead for Stock, it gets past him. Birmingham Scahill sends one out.
That'll do it.
They're not gonna call this icing. They're gonna let it go 2-1. That'll do it. Birmingham with a huge 2 points. Another big thing, Kip Ledzianko gets back on the board.
Yep.
And sometimes those goals that I won't call it fluky, but should not have gone in, has a way of opening things up for you. And I hope that's what happens to Kip. But a big win. Hayden Stewart, with that win, gets his 100th regular season win. And everybody on the Bulls squad goes out to give Hayden a hug. And after that second period, I don't blame him. He kept Birmingham in the game during that second period, Greg. Otherwise, this could have been a whole lot different outcome.
Congratulations, Hayden Stewart. 100 wins, Jody.
How many did you have, Greg, regular season? Do you even remember?
I don't know.
bet you don't.
I don't remember, but I don't think it was 100, Jody.
The heck of a career for Hayden Stewart.
Yeah.
And a big win for the Bulls. Now comes the interesting part. We get our 3 points out of 4 this weekend.
Yep.
Get the 2 points tonight. The next 4 games to end the regular season are all on the road. Next weekend, Friday and Saturday in Huntsville. The following weekend, we end the year in Knoxville. Every one of those teams we're playing, and every player on Huntsville and Knoxville are going to want the wins as badly as we do.
Oh, yeah.
Knoxville has beefed up for the playoffs. Yesterday alone, they had 8 transactions. Huntsville has brought in players, believe it or not, from the East Coast Hockey League. How odd is that you go from the East Coast Hockey League voluntarily down to the SPHL where the pay is less than half?
Well, Huntsville's already had an East Coast League hockey team,
Sure
more
they
or
have.
less, Jody, so
They've got the ECHL
Hey.
MVP on their team.
you can add all the guys that you want, but the bottom line is if you don't have the chemistry and all the guys aren't pulling the rope in the same direction, you can have all the talent in the world. Ask the Russians 1980 what happens when you get the right group of young guys together and they just all come out and they all have that focus and vision to get the job done.
Well, I didn't expect 9 goals tonight, but I'll take it, and I'll more than anything take the win. Birmingham came out. I knew after last night things would be a little different. They were slow going in the first period, but they got the job done later on and take the win 6-3. Okay, Greg, it's been an interesting day. I'm glad it's over, and I'm glad we got the win. Appreciate you helping me out all these years.
Oh, yeah.
Don't know what happens for me this moment going forward. Maybe the playoffs are here, maybe they're not. But right now, I like our chances with 4 games remaining.
Me too, Jody. That moves the Bulls up to 59 points. And Evansville won too, so that'll boost Evansville up to 61. So we'll insert there, move around. Roanoke looks like they're about to beat Huntsville. And holy cow, just like that, now all of a sudden,
Everybody won that was supposed to.
well, the Bulls are tied with Huntsville at 59 points.
This has just been an incredible year. The parity in this league has never been this tight. The races have never been this tight. And like you said, this playoff race is going to go down to the last period of the last game of the regular season. We won't have a clue who we're playing. We won't have a clue who's in the playoffs, where we're going to start. We don't know anything. If the playoffs were to start today, Greg, who would the Birmingham Bulls opponent be?
Well, I just misspoke there so Evansville, they move up to 61 points over the Havoc. The Havoc stays at 60, and the Bulls move up to 59. So,
What place are we in then at 59 points? 6th or 5th?
we're still in the same.
So we will wind up playing whoever's in 3rd right now.
Yep.
And who would that be? Would that be Pensacola? Please tell me yes.
That would be, Roanoke won. So Roanoke moves up to 63. So Roanoke jumps Pensacola for 2nd.
So it would be
Pensacola.
Thank you very much.
Come on with it.
Okay. For Greg Drevany, I'm Jody Chernesky. Thanks for joining us, everyone, even our great fans in Pensacola.
Yep.
Maybe we'll see you in the playoffs.